We've never done that.
We've never done that.
But we should.
We should do something.
We should for our special episodes. We should for our special episodes in which we have today. First off, the Flycast is brought to you by Corduroy's in Center CBD sparkling drink. But today's a special one. We have, of course, joined by Hitch.
I know.
And we have some guests. We know you guys love the guests.
We have the two.
So we dug.
We dug deep.
Who can we get?
We
have to bring the best of the best.
We were just given a talent salary, so we paid them each like what, 10 grand or something like that for a guest appearance.
TJ 10, Aaron 200.
200K dollars. Oh, okay. No. Oh, okay.
But yes, we are joined here today by two Halo legends.
The two best Halo players in the history of the game.
Arguably. If you're from the new school, you might call him the greatest Halo player of all time. If you're from the old school, you might say he's top 25 maybe.
I can't tell if you're talking about Aaron or TJ.
Who?
Lxthul is joining us today. And also
Aaron.
Ace. Global champ. But
if you're new school, you might call him. I don't know if you know him actually.
What?
If you're from the new school, you might call Aaron. I don't know.
It's actually surprising that that global champ win was such a big win that like people haven't you said like someone recognized you and was like, oh yeah, I saw you. Aren't you the guy that won the global champ?
You're the guy that yelled when they told you to yell.
And pull the mic in as well.
It was like all three of us together.
And they're like, that's Ace.
Yeah. Weren't we like OpTic and shit?
We were in like LA or something at a Panda Express.
Pull the mic to you.
We were in LA like a Panda Express, I feel like a year after it happened. You remember
Aaron's
that?
one biggest fan is at an LA Panda Express. To this day.
Just like
he just tells people, dude,
1v1.
The global champ came in here once. Like, who? They're like, dude, I just want orange chicken. Like,
I just want orange chicken.
Before we start talking about Halo for the entire time, hopefully we get into, I'm sure Aaron can bring some other stuff to the table. TJ, I think all he might know at this point is Halo.
I don't even know that anymore.
But and it's also been a while since I've seen TJ. How you been, man? What? Anything new going on? What?
Bad.
Where are you at?
My answers are bad and no.
No and bad.
So how you doing?
No.
Bad.
Yeah.
You
anything new? No.
No.
And where am I at in life?
Good.
Here, I guess.
Here.
What about you?
I got
Aaron?
Nothing to say.
Aaron's on a whole new fucking journey in life.
Yeah, Aaron, what dimension you currently on?
Wait, what dimension are you doing this podcast from?
Same one you guys are.
Same one you guys.
Thank you, Aaron's vessel, for joining us.
I'm doing better. I mean, I feel like I haven't had the best success in Halo. There could be a million factors I could say about that. But
unlucky.
The past year I've just kind of been just doing other stuff. I decided to do a yoga training, and that's kind of what I've been up to for a while. And besides that, I just, try to take care of myself and still been gaming a little bit here and there.
You still are playing Halo though?
Yeah.
You should cut that one out.
We just got top 6 in the last online tournament. Didn't have enough points to make the LAN that happened last week or whatever, but then my teammates left, so that's where we're at right now.
So it's yoga.
No respect. The thinking the grass is greener on the other side.
They're not teaming with.
He just quoted his own tweet from yesterday. I'm not even kidding.
People think that like, oh, you change teams, you're gonna all of a sudden become like top 3. Like, yeah, right.
Would you say Halo Infinite's been your hardest game? Not like
Halo Infinite's the hardest game for everyone.
Yeah,
just
not necessarily
playing it
individually, but like I've definitely. I mean, obviously your placings in this game aren't as good as what you'd want them to be.
Yeah.
You don't know what he wants his placings to be.
Dude, I don't know if TJ can agree because he's played a lot, but
Maybe.
I feel like Halo Infinite compared to the other Halos. Like,
you don't even know what he's gonna say, but you're like,
you don't need a full.
It sounded bad.
Need a full team to like even do anything. Like if somebody's doing bad, it affects. You know what I mean? Like you could be like this position on the map, and then you could just be dying over and over. But it couldn't. Sometimes it's not even your fault. You know what I mean? Like the Halo Infinite is so like you can get across to every position on the map that like it's such a team game. Everyone needs to be kind of like on the same page the whole time, and I don't know, it's such a different Halo than the other one.
It ain't very fun.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not.
No, it's like anti-fun.
TJ, how are you coping with not winning
care.
every?
I do not care.
Well, not winning every event anymore.
Well,
like
at least APG's got some wins. I'm happy for Brad. Every time I see Brad, he's just like happy.
BTH.
Dude, he's too happy now.
Well, that's why I'm like half glad he got like brought down a step because he got third last event. But maybe like if he got like second, I feel like he would have been the perfect amount of like happy but not too happy to piss me off.
You don't want to bring him down too much.
Yeah.
But you want him a little more
APG
humble.
walks around here smiling. We did
for no reason.
We did I mean, APG had his, I don't know if he's necessarily struggled. He's always done like pretty good. But like now it's like he's placing the best he's ever placed, really.
Yeah.
Recently. Has the best team he's ever been
Imagine
on.
peaking at your 18th year.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Took him 18 years, but he figured it out, guys.
He figured it out.
Like APG's always been like
he got
on the top 3, top 4. He might get some top 6s or something. He's always sort of been up there, but for his fucking 18th season, for him to finally like
but like
come on the
now
streak
it could be like a return
is.
to the mean, where like law of like averages, everything averages out. Maybe after this run, like he just goes and gets like top 24 3 times in a row. That way it just averages out to like he averaged the same placings throughout like the period of events.
I can't believe I didn't think like there's certain people who I would see being good at Halo Infinite, and APG's not one of them. Like he just like I figured he would just
that's bars.
I figured he would just like sprint around and die, but he's not the same idiot that he used to be.
I mean, not in game, but
I mean, out of game he is a little bit.
I don't know.
But
the game's completely lame. That's all I know.
This game isn't the most complicated Halo ever. I mean, anybody that's
I can't.
Test.
What is the most complicated Halo?
I don't know if Halo's complicated.
No, it isn't. I don't know. This game is just like I don't even know where to start.
Dude, it's like it's like Call of Duty. It's a squad spawning video game.
Dude,
you know
we can go with this. TJ, if you guys don't know, both of these people used to be on the OpTic Halo team.
How many OpTic Halo teams have there been?
TJ forced my retirement because he joined. They were the number 1 team,
and Aaron was on the same team.
Was Aaron on?
Yeah, you guys were on the same team.
I tried forcing both your retirements.
I think it was me, you, APG, and Hines.
He forced both of your retirement, but
Aaron didn't take the hint.
Aaron didn't give up. Aaron didn't give up.
Remember,
Nick threw in the towel instantly.
It was. OpTic Halo was me, you, Hines, and APG.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like excited for that team. I was like, finally, because I've been getting shit on in this fucking
you said,
game.
Hector, I got good news.
And then here comes TJ.
And he goes, I got good news too.
And the number 1 fucking God Squad.
I pull up in my 2000 Ford Explorer at the OpTic house.
Dude, I swear
randomly, and he goes, "Why are you here?" And I said, "You know." I am. One reason why I got
dropped and you pulled up like that night, just like where do I plug my shit in?
Yeah, yo, Nick, get out.
Force me.
I think you guys.
Yo, Nick, I need your stuff. He's making beats.
You guys both. Oh wait, finish what you were saying before I keep going. They forced both.
I mean, my point was about to be a whole fucking subject. Forced my retirement.
Hines, right?
Yeah, like we had a solid team. I was excited for that team. Yeah, I thought there might have been fucking hope. But then TJ joins. If you guys don't know anything about TJ, he's won how many events?
I don't know. Like
not as much as Duger, but
well, I mean,
not as much as
if you account for inflation, like carry the 2.
Do you know how deflation in Halo, right?
No,
you don't think so?
No,
Overwatch has like 500 wins.
Yeah, and
a lot of them.
And
we're gonna talk about it.
This is where the events took place. Like a room like this.
That's why I'm saying
with this many players.
Yeah, this was the
this
finals.
This would be the 2v2 tournament.
Well, that's the thing. Like I swear, some of those tourneys that are counted are 2v2. So this actually was the finals. Like
I mean,
give us 2 CRTs and we're good.
I'll see people counting wins from like 2003 2v2 at fucking Ohio University, and I was just like, dude, that's that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of like the players like on the list with that whole thing, like I don't know. I mean, it's just like a talking point thing for people because like. I mean, it's engagement on Twitter. It's like the one good thing HDS has done. And God knows how long. Like, even though it pissed people off, good. Like people are talking about it instead of just like.
COD should do the same thing.
Yeah,
it'd be incredible.
Yeah,
but a top 25.
They should have it fan voted.
A top 20. No, not fan voted. No, it should not be fan voted. Because then it takes all legitimate. We should get like the 5 people on a panel and make a top 25 list. Have them tweet it out and just watch and just sit back and watch. And
and then release the list.
Yeah.
Isn't that what people are hashtagging for a little bit? Like all the old heads, like release the list. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like most of the people on the list.
What was the worst decision on that list? The top 25 list.
Maybe we should try to find the list.
Try to find it.
I already know what it is.
What is it?
I'm first.
You think that's the worst?
No. The worst is that like somebody hacked the account and like changed the graphic like and put me 2. All right.
Halo top 20.
They told me I was first, and then the list came out, and then someone changed it last second.
All right, before we get into the list, DJ, do you know how many events you've won?
No. Like 20 something.
20, 30, something like that.
Not 30, but not 20.
When was your first event win?
I mean,
was it the Rally 2011?
Raleigh.
Rally?
Yeah.
That freak fucking when Blaze carried?
Dude, that guy, that guy's crazy. Well, technically, Dallas 2010, even though there's H3 Nats, but
I want to find
there was that Reach tournament.
I want to find this list.
Was I coaching you for that?
No, that was the combine. There was like a. Wait, no. Yeah, the Dallas 20. There was like it was at Dallas 2010 when H3 Nats was going on. You know, it was like just like the 8 teams. There was like a Reach thing with. Basically the people that weren't in H3 Nats, and then it was sold out. It was like 256 teams, but yeah, I think there was like a show match thing, and you coached me in it.
A show match.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, it was like during that tournament. It was just like it was on like Feature Station randomly.
That tournament with like Blaze or somebody. On
your team? Me, Blaze, Amish, Adrenaline. We played like I don't know.
But did we win this show match too?
Yeah, I went like plus 30 every game. I actually did farm them.
We beat Clutch.
Yeah, we did.
2, I think. That's all I remember.
It was. I forgot about that until now, but that was actually pretty fun because it was all the people from like the combine thing right before that were like in the little draft thing, and you guys just ran. I don't know.
And there was Bloom and also no sprint.
Yeah, no, there was
no sprint, and the game was awesome.
No, it was the best reach settings. It was the best reach settings for sure. It was better than no Bloom, no sprint.
Yeah. It was better than no Bloom, no sprint because Bloom actually.
Well, we had sprint because Naded and Goofy's team voted for it because they wanted to play Reflection 1 flag with sprint. And then they got top 16. And Twilight tweeted, "Real pros, please stand up," after they beat us in an online tourney, and then he got top 16. Twilight did it, and then he got top 16 at the LAN. And also he
y'all were having Twitter beef in 2011.
That was
I just made Twitter. I literally signed up, and it said notification, and it was this guy saying, "Real pros, please stand up," because we got second in an online tourney.
I feel like Twilight was like the first person I followed on Twitter.
Yeah, well, Twilight also told Royal 2 he's gonna beat up his dad. So
that's not a good thing to say.
I think he did it because Royal 2 was like 15 at the time, so he like couldn't beat up Royal 2.
So he's gonna beat up his dad?
It's either that or you beat up a minor. I mean,
that's true. Yeah,
you might have to beat up the guy's dad.
I mean, Bose just tweeted something like that. Like
I'll beat you up in 3 years.
Someone tweeted Bose, like some random account tweeted Bose this morning, like 9 a.m.
It was Twilight.
So fucking saying something like, I don't know, something about Hex is his daddy, or he lives off Hex, and Bose was like, if he said this in real life, I'd end up stealing off on his pops or something like that. And I'm just, like, that's what I wake up to at 9 a.m. and see.
And you're just laughing.
Bose said, if this guy in real life, I'd beat up Royal 2's dad. If this guy said this to me in real life, like
that's insane.
Me and Twilight would whoop Royal 2's dad's ass.
Twilight was my boy for a little bit, but we were both little thugs. We thought we were.
You thought you were? Yeah. Y'all both had beef with
so you pulled up on until you pulled up on Royal 2's dad because he's a real one.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't even think I've seen Royal 2's dad.
He's just.
Shouts out Royal 2's dad. You birthed a fucking
2 legends.
Insane Halo player.
Is Royal 1 the best coach of all time?
Who knows?
Before we get into
Who
best
knows?
coach,
Who
let
cares?
me,
Sorry, keep going, keep
let
going.
me-
once I coach, it's
Once I
over.
coach,
Once I coach, it's over.
should we get into?
Coach Nick.
Life
I have the
coach?
top 20. I have the top 25 list.
All
I
right.
was a coach.
I wanna.
National champion.
Technically true.
Yeah,
You were a national champion coach?
Yeah, he carried. He was shitting.
yeah. Fucking-
Hey, some good coaches are underrated.
Yeah, I mean,
Mazik was a pretty good coach. I mean, he would just
national
there was some
champion.
peop-
He's a national champion, right?
There was some people who or some coaches like their vibe behind you. It's like
Like how?
It's like, get away.
Like when you know they're looking
It's like-
at your screen, you like play better.
And then
Or it's like they're lasered and they're just like not even calling out because they're watching a screen. It's
Bro,
like
some coaches would be like literally lasered.
yeah,
so into
and you
it.
could tell. Like you could tell they're just
They think that shit's so serious.
Yeah, and,
I mean, I
if
guess
you got,
you
if you
should.
got destroyed or something, like they would sigh and like they're a part of the
Dude.
game, and then it would just ruin the team.
All
like
good.
like,
the
like
vibe
something
we're
goes
getting
to
at.
shit and they go. It's like shut up. Like we know, man.
Coach, you're not playing. Like,
We know.
We need you to like.
And
help
they're
us,
in your
like-
comms too. That's the best.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I remember one of my locals. His gamer tag was Tempest. He coached. It was like me, neighbor, in the clutch and
He
cloud.
was friends with the skins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
he
Asian
coached
guys.
us. And he was it was like game one of like I don't even think they were like pool play or
Wait,
anything. It was like
is this where you guys played one game and then you guys had him stop coaching? you?
no,
kicked him?
not stop coaching, but neighbor was like, "Yo, Tempest, shut up." Like, because he was like,
So had him stop
literally game one into coaching of the tournament. Like, he's super nervous. Like, he's sort of like a Halo fan. He was okay, but like maybe like top 30,
Apparently not.
top 48. But like
Yeah.
he's coaching first game of the event, and like he just starts commenting like he's in the game with us. And they was just like, "Dude, Tempest, just shut up. Just get times.
Damn.
Just worry about camo."
He's pushing me. You're not
Ovi."
playing. Like,
Yeah. And it was. He felt like that. Like he still has like trauma.
I don't think he's ever come. I don't think, yeah, no, he never
didn't
got
go
on the
to another
game. He didn't
event
go to
ever
the
again.
tournament. Like,
That sucks.
I mean, why would you?
Like he still.
You
like,
got told to shut up. Like you're listening.
He still like talked about
He
it.
still
to this
hasn't
day.
talked to this day. He's waiting for neighbor to give him. He's waiting for neighbor to give him permission to talk again.
Me, you, Cloud, and what Regicide story.
Dude,
When we were
Have you told
in
that on
Halo
the
4,
Flycast? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Regicide. That counts as an event win
One of the funniest moments of my
for those
entire
people who
life.
won that.
I don't know who won that. But
APG.
we,
Yeah,
Did he?
it was like Hines and APG. They were
We
there.
got-
we lost to Spartan and Proverb.
so this was
And
Halo
Goofy.
4, some dog shit tourney.
It was in Pittsburgh.
Wasn't?
Yeah. No.
I watched the Halo
no,
4
it was Atlanta.
I didn't even go to
was
it.
Atlanta.
Oh, Who were you with at Pittsburgh?
Like,
Were you guys on the same team?
I was coaching them.
Might
It was
have
like
been-
Cloud
Yeah,
and
you were
Dursky.
coaching him, yeah.
Might have been like
That's the one that APG and sniped on and then beat them. I don't know about
I
Atlanta.
with Enable for Pittsburgh. Or
Yeah,
something.
Enable, Cloud, and Dursky.
Me,
I was
Enable,
coaching.
Cloud, and Dursky.
I was coaching. Yeah, we were there.
What the
I
fuck?
randomly went
What?
there.
Just, that memory has literally left my mind. But yeah, I think it was me, Aaron, Cloud, and then this guy Regicide, who was like a sponsor, sort of. Like we weren't gonna go, but he was like, "Yo,"
He's
I'll
like,
pay for you
your
guys.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
and then we go, and I don't know why didn't we take it serious like at all? Like we woke up Sunday of the tournament, like we're about to play
Nick,
for top.
that was every AGL for pretty
Yeah.
much most of us, except for Ambush, who was trying way too hard
Is
for
that
some
Ninja's
reason.
team?
No,
How,
it was
how Formal got all his wins.
yeah.
So Formal's not actually the GOAT? Is that what you're saying
He's
on
like
the
top,
Flycast?
top 50.
I mean, the AGL top 25 list just came out, and
He'd
he's
be
no,
number
yeah,
one.
he's number one.
But yeah, me, Ace, Cloud, Regicide, and he just paid for our shit. And like, I don't know how we were so disrespectful to where like we woke up Sunday about to play for like top 4, and we just like we were just drinking beer Sunday morning, like in
The good
our
old days.
hotel, like drinking 40s. We get down there, not like drunk at all.
Tipsy, but,
But-
you know,
We
we're
start
feeling
this,
good.
like we play, we're up. Why was it a best of?
So we
wasn't
were-
it a best of
I think
7?
we lost to like Formal's team in winners, so no one really. It was just kind of like for fun, you know what I mean? And then
But it was
Except
Halo
for-
4, so like it
except for
wasn't
Formal.
fun.
So I think we had
Yeah.
3-0'd them yet the day before or that.
Oh,
day.
we 3-0'd them the day
And it
before.
was like Spartan, Goofy, Red Proverb, and somebody else like Rob the Turtle. I don't even.
Lost the proverb.
Yeah, so we're up 3-0, and I remember Formal was coaching
Well,
us.
Proverb
we're up
beat you at
3-0,
Pittsburgh,
going
too.
to a best of 11 series, right? And Formal starts coaching us the first 2 games. We win.
Didn't he just
We're up-
leave? Didn't
Yeah,
he
we're
start
up
coaching? Then he
5-0,
just
and Formal
left.
was like, I'm out. Like, he just leaves. We're
And he
up
had nothing to do. He was in the finals.
It's like, you guys got this. We're up 5-0. and then Regicide is on the Halo 4. There's like those clan tags you can put in the custom lobby, and he's like putting like 4-0 like in his
Regicide.
every
His gamer tag said Regicide, and then in like the brackets,
because it was on
he
the
made his clan tag like 4
No,
dash.
I swear it was
And then
on. I
we
swear it
went
was the 360. You could make like a local account, so you could change the actual gamer tag that showed in the game.
Yeah.
So he made it like Reggie 3-0, Reggie 4-0.
Because we were just
That's
winning,
5-0.
stomping them.
Dude.
And then they beat
5-0, and then he made it 5-0, and then Formal leaves, like goes outside, and we start losing, and he's like,
He
5-1.
keeps changing it. No, he keeps updating it. He keeps updating it.
And then it's like Reggie
It's
5.
like it was his job to keep track of the series for everybody.
What was it like? First to six
First to
games?
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Reggie 5-1, Reggie 5-2, Reggie 5-3.
No,
and then
y'all
I think
choke a
when it hit,
5-0?
yeah,
He
like,
goes all the way to 5. Then he goes, Reggie lost.
Dude, there's
And
no way.
that was fucking.
And by then they're hammered because they're drinking 40s the whole series. Like, they're 5-0 and they're like, we're good.
I remember.
Then we're in the hotel room later that night, and he's like acting like he's sleeping, but he's not. Nick is like telling the story like
He pops up.
Bro, I've never heard that story.
I think
That's
Nick
another
just
moment
unrepressed
where-
it. Like,
It's just another moment where I try to just like black that shit out.
well, a lot of the Halo 4 stuff was like that. Like when you say like why weren't we trying? Like that's
I mean, the
we
prize-
went to 2H4 tourneys. We didn't play the game. I didn't own the game.
I remember before Pittsburgh, I didn't really play the game.
That
First time I had ever heard of TJ was the fight that went viral between TJ and Ninja
dude,
in the lobbies of Halo 4.
online. Yeah.
those fucking idiots. Like
He was right. I'll be honest. TJ was right.
I could have worded some stuff better, but
Less
but here's the
slurs.
thing. It was 2012, so like I actually couldn't have.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
with the
Back in
with the
day.
vocabulary available, like to the human race at the time, like all the words that were invented at the time, like I used them properly.
It's funny, the one guy you got into an ultimate fight with ended up being the biggest streamer of all time.
I don't think
Classic.
He
People-
needed that.
Yeah,
think
my bad.
people know
Like I win, but I still lose. Like
people know Ninja came from Halo, but like Ninja was like such a little shit. Like not that people didn't like him.
no, but he was a little shit.
there
But
was-
like
there was
he was
just
cool. But
Yeah.
like
I thought you were going to say cute. He was cute.
I mean, he is hella
He
cute.
was
Hella
annoying to he was annoying to play against. Yeah.
and with and watch. And
Watching it was kind of fun. Like
No,
him
yeah.
versus the Suds, reality check. Him versus the Suds 1v1 stream. He was like the only Halo streamer
yeah.
for a while.
he's still the only Halo streamer. Like to this day.
What do you mean? Formal's carrying.
Formal
Does he
doesn't
stream this
either.
game?
I don't know if he streams.
I don't know. I think the only people that stream are Spartan
Dude.
sometimes.
Oh yeah, Spartan
Which
does
like,
stream.
dude.
Lucid.
He's on my team. What the hell? He does stream a lot.
All right, should I say this top 25 list? Fucking that I brought up
Yeah.
15 minutes.
There's some
I
structure
kinda-
on
Give me the top
Flycast.
10.
I
Give me the
kind of
top
just
10.
wanted to go
There's
down the
no
list.
There's
structure.
some structure here.
No. It's
I want to go down the list, and when you two like maybe disagree or think like that,
Yeah, start at
say
1.
something. Number one, over
Disagree.
two.
Disagree heavily. No, I guess it's fine.
But it's not. Let's talk about this.
I mean, it's
I have
it's
no dog
fine.
in this fight.
It's fine simply because I don't care.
I think
Like,
I could be completely butchering this. I love Tom.
but
Shouts
he's
out,
dog shit, dude. Like,
shouts out Mutineers. But he's ranked number 1 Halo player of all time. He is.
I mean, I'm wearing a
like,
Final Boss shirt in honor of him. So
like
But
an absolute legend. Definitely amazing what he's done. But I think I looked it up one time, and I think like 30 of his wins came by like 2006. Like he had like 30 wins by like
Well, yeah.
2006.
before 06, I think in 2004 and 2005, I think there was an average of an event every 3 weeks.
Yeah, there was
Like there
10
was
events a
no,
year.
no, there was like 16.
Really?
Like yeah, there was a lot.
The
And
competition.
some of them are 2v2 and stuff, but like it's kind of thing I was saying earlier. Like people like argue about it and got so mad about it, but the people on it, at least high up, I don't think really care. Cause like I'm not gonna go through Tuger's wiki and like pick out everything. Cause like
I did.
I mean the guy, yeah.
But
Like,
it was,
well,
like, I
that's the
think
thing. Like it's a
because I was gonna
talking point
talk
and
about
it's
it.
good for that. Like, and people are gonna do that, but I'm not gonna do it because like, what is he supposed to do at the time? I mean, it's 2004, 2005. Why is he even going to tournaments for
Yeah.
video games?
The
Like,
thing is,
Yeah.
I don't
aren't you
know.
in middle school like me? Like,
I just remember when Krem started winning, or when he got to 32 or something, he was like, I'm gonna catch Tuger. Like that was his goal.
What's he at now?
He's won twice since then.
That's respectable.
He's won a few times since then actually.
Because I remember that whole thing. I just don't remember like.
But it was just because
time's a blur since then.
It goes from we were in MLG at the time. It goes from MLG to CWL, so it cuts back a few events. Then we go from CWL to CDL.
Yeah.
Now we have only 12 teams.
And then it's like what counts like
and
then summer
tournaments.
online.
Yeah,
Because that whole year was online actually for Empire.
Right. It's like 5 tournaments a year. Like
So,
we
like,
used to have.
yeah.
It's so hard to compare.
We used to have 2
Exactly.
a month.
Like if you want to count and compare things, like everything has nuance. It's like this, the details like around the tournaments at the time. Like, oh, it's a small thing in a ballroom. And then like, oh, well, this one's technically online only. Like you could find like things to pick and choose for all of it. So
yeah, I just think when you came in or when you started winning was sort of like the peak of Halo to where everyone learned, all right, this is how we scrim. We set up scrims. This is we know how to practice.
Well, like,
we're learning. We know how to get better.
Like back in
the
like,
beginning of Halo, bro, people just like
people
no one knew
didn't
what the
scrim,
fuck they were doing.
and the practice that there was gotten after a while was like, all right, we'll go to TLN for a weekend right before the event.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we figure it out.
Like when you started winning, I feel like was just like the peak.
And then the Valley.
Wait, what?
It's Reynolds.
What the fuck?
He just started mocking Magic Bear. It was really loud.
Yeah, no, when TJ started winning, it was just I think
that's when it all went downhill.
It was the peak.
I killed Halo.
it was like peak skill, not peak Halo, because I think there was something super special about like 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, but like by 2010 and 2011 when TJ started winning, I feel like everyone was hitting their peak. He started hitting his peak, started winning, and then just kept winning ever since.
Big man agrees.
Yeah.
Big man agrees with you.
Even won an event.
Hell yeah.
Even won an event last year.
Oh yeah.
Would you say this is your hardest? Well, actually, let's get back to the top 20 before
we're at 1. We're actually
yeah.
did we?
I got to 1 and I'm about to like change it.
I thought he said well before I start.
Do you think that? Wait, you said that people in the top 10 don't care.
I mean, I wouldn't think so. If they do, they're weird.
Do you think Tuger cares?
I think Tuger does care.
I think he cares as in like. I think he cares in the sense of like he doesn't feel like he wants to. He doesn't want to get disrespected by like, because that's the thing. When people compare them, it's never just like a talking point like in support of someone. It's like, oh, like I don't fucking know. Like Tuger's got more. Like Lxthul's event wins are like Halo's fucking shit now. Like it's always one side arguing for that. Like Halo's shit then or shit now.
Yeah.
And then some are just like, it's always like tearing down one person, as opposed to just like your argument for it. So I feel like he probably like he cares in the sense of like don't disrespect me, like especially to people that are talking about it, because like
I think he defends
because like I mean why would you? I don't know,
because we kind of diminish the like 2004, 2005, 2006.
Yeah, the
like,
plumbers.
2003. Like he's playing against like drunk college students. Plumbers,
drunk Nicks,
but like probably 40s. Drunk me's, but like
choking a 5-0 lead.
I think he looks back at it and like, no, like these motherfuckers.
That would have been Tuger's hardest finals.
He's looking at it like, no, these motherfuckers were grinding like
on XBC.
It's not as bad as what you. These players weren't as bad as what you thought they were. Like everyone was trying to take us out, and I think he sees it from a whole different side.
There is something to say about the dominance of their 2v2. I mean, as 2v2 never really.
Bro, like you're telling me one guy and another guy couldn't just do good one game? Like y'all couldn't step up once? Like you and like one good player and another friend? Like
they never lost? It's something like that? Like literally no one beat them? It's something like that? That's what at least that's how
I mean
tells it.
They most of the time in tournaments.
Yeah.
That was Halo 1.
Bro, just kill him. Like just kill him and win the game.
I don't understand how Ogre won.
The real question is how do we validate that?
Yeah, where are the VODs?
Do we even know? That could just be a myth, an urban legend. There's not even YouTube videos.
Have to get Clap to confirm.
Bro, he doesn't know what he's saying.
MLG ad.
He doesn't know what he's saying anymore. It's been so long. Like memories aren't even like a valid thing.
They're memories of memories.
Yeah.
I wish I would have seen a 2003, 2004 tourney.
So
it is crazy. I mean, even I don't know.
I mean,
they were.
I guess it happened. I guess it happened. Like,
there was enough teams. There's probably 32 to 64 teams in Halo 1 at those tournaments.
Really?
Not more.
but it's like
I just think it was
same
so
teams
new
of 4.
that like it's like
Yeah.
a Wilt Chamberlain. He's like, oh yeah, what's basketball?
Yeah, I think I just got 100 points,
I'm just-
49 rebounds, 63 assists.
And then everyone else is like, we're not too sure how to take this guy down, and it's still so new. It's like we don't even really know how to
It's
get
like,
better.
well, maybe we shouldn't be 5'4" and out of shape playing against him.
That's true. Maybe we should actually turn the game
Yeah,
on.
let's get some athletes.
and
Runner.
Figure out how to throw a nade.
All right, number 2, Lxthul.
Strongly
Maybe
agree.
flip them. If you all right,
What's
okay.
the lowest? What's the lowest you'll give someone? Where you still respect the 2? What if somebody gives you 3? Are you
Nah.
like, you crazy?
I know you don't care.
I mean, it has to like.
cares?
I would
It's
have
just
to no.
like
I would,
it's-
no. I would have to
there's
hear their. I would just have to hear the.
truths.
I would have to hear the reasoning. If they give me like fine reasoning, I'm just like, all right. If you
I mean, there's just like
like, if they give me some dumb
truths
shit,
that
I'm
you
like,
can't
wow,
deny.
your opinion just doesn't matter in life. Like,
Number 3, Snakebite. Number
Snakebite's number 3.
yeah, people had some issues with this. Well, number
He's-
4 is
Pistola.
is
which I
number
don't
4
understand.
Pistola and number 5 is Row 2.
Yeah.
How can you split the? Oh, I don't know their early history. How do you split
I feel
them up?
like they
They're
both
the
were
same
placing.
history.
Yeah, they're the same.
They're the same.
they
I don't-
came in the same time.
Snakebite was in first, but like
Snakebite maybe was getting like top 16 first.
Snakebite was a pro first, but like those placings aren't helping him
Yeah.
on this list.
He was getting like top
Like-
16 with like
Yeah.
Robbie B or something, and it doesn't.
maybe like a top 8 or something.
So I don't know
randomly
how that
once,
would
but,
even like help. I don't understand how Snakebite and Roll 2 are.
You can only,
Pistola-
I think you can only
They tried to-
differentiate it because Snakebite. I feel like they should be next to each other regardless, like on the list, like right next to each other. But I think Snakebite would be higher simply because if you're gonna you can't give him the same number. Like
Yeah.
so, just because he was pro a little longer, and there's a couple tournaments where he played and Row 2 didn't, like the St. Louis 2019 Halo 3 event. The like first like when we went back to H3, the pretty big one is me, APG, Snakebite, and Eco, and we won. So I guess.
So,
Yeah, I guess he beats Row 2 there.
yeah.
for a random
Very-
Halo 3
so
tourney in
random
2019.
tournament.
Boost him
It's
up
a
to the top
tiebreaker.
25 of all time.
There's more teams
just
there
can't-
than all the other.
I can't believe they're not beside each other. I think that's
Yeah. Well,
that's wild.
I
You team with both
when
for a long time.
when
Prove it.
I think 20, like 14, 15, 16,
16.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
no, not 2014.
Would you do you have the balls to pick one of who would you rather form a team with? A Snakebite and you guys find 2, or Royal 2 and find 2?
I mean, either option, they're just gonna recruit the other one as the other two. The first
Someone's
thing,
getting
all right,
dropped.
yeah, they're like I need him. I need Row 2, or I need Snakebite.
So you'd pick
So
up
you're gonna get dropped for them.
Bro, we've lived this. We've lived in this scenario.
Snakebite. Why do they like refuse to do anything without each other?
They've won so much.
But it's like they are like it's almost like they're brothers. It's like Roy.
Are they best friends
Roy
or
and
are
Lunch.
they coworkers?
They're friends.
Like
I
Royal
don't know if they're
3.
best friends. I mean, I don't know how to judge if someone's best friends.
I mean, you teamed with them for 10 years. You should probably know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're really good friends. Obviously, I don't
mean,
think you
yeah,
could possibly team that long if you.
If you didn't like each other,
Yeah.
I'm sure there are duos out there that like.
Well, it's just like
One time I asked
it's like, fuck
TP.
this guy, but like
One time I asked TP who his worst teammate ever was, and he immediately said Eggs. And then I said, "Who's your favorite teammate?" And then he said Eggs. So
Really?
I'm sure that's how a lot of duos are, where it's like,
you're like, all right, so they
Like-
were separate questions. TP, worst and best aren't the same.
You can't have your favorite and your least.
I mean, that's
favorite team.
kind of respectable to Aches. Like, shout out to him for being the best teammate and the
best
worst
and
separate.
the worst.
Like,
With
he's
the
like-
most
he's like,
iconic,
yeah.
one of the most iconic duos. In
He's like,
COD.
dude,
That
I'm
makes
taking all the
sense.
records.
I think somebody was trying to.
For Aches, that
I
makes
think
sense.
for the AC, or the HCS list, somebody was trying to break them up. PJ and Royal 2.
Yeah,
They were like, let's put,
especially by putting a person in
let's put
between them.
Ola in between them.
Even though I think I thought Ola was gonna be. I thought Ola was like top 3 lock. Like
That's what I
like
thought.
going into it. Well, I think a lot of people did at the time because like number 4 came out and it was like Ola and everyone's like, because like by then you know who's left, but everyone's just like, I don't think so. I don't agree with that
Yeah.
one.
You team with Ola, right? Or no?
No, I
You never
replaced
teamed
him.
with Ola?
Well, I went to a random H5 tourney with Envy. It was Hugh, Eric, and Ola, and Miquin didn't go, and my team wasn't going because we didn't go to tournaments if they weren't worth a certain amount because we looked down on the poor people. We were OpTic, so like you know. Yeah. So like I filled in for them, and we went as truce, and we won, and so I guess technically I did.
remember that.
Yeah,
that was in the Scuff House.
What was the team name?
Right?
What was the team name?
Truce, because it was during the whole me and Eric thing, and like OpTic and Envy.
It's pretty.
Where was
cute.
the event?
It's pretty cute.
Wait, when?
Where? Yeah.
St. Louis, the same St. Louis that's always at. That's UGC one. I actually like that place. It's in Collinsville, Illinois, by the way, not St. Louis, but that place has low key like kind of lit. It's got just a White Castle and a Steak and Shake, but
you get into a public a public rivalry with Ninja. He goes on to become the biggest streamer in the world.
Know. And then,
you get into a public argument.
and thing is, I win.
Snipe down.
And thing is, I win both the arguments. Like
he becomes one of the biggest Apex streamers in the
It's
world.
like-
He's never lost an argument.
yeah,
Can you fight me?
No,
Can we get into a public
that's what I'm gonna say. Like, can they
argument?
thank me?
Up.
Like,
Can they thank me?
you guys want my Cash App? Like,
TJ only beefs with greatness.
yeah. If I beef with you, you know you're destined for some sick shit.
Who are you beefing with now?
Myself. Myself, and I'm losing.
Is there any beef in the? First off, you're teaming with Spartan the dog. Does he have?
It's just
beef?
Spartan now, dude.
There's no more dog.
Is he beefing with people?
Dude,
I can't imagine.
Check his Twitter right
You
now.
and
Check his Twitter right now. I'm not even kidding. And you'll see. I
You
guarantee
and
he
Spartan
is.
teaming together. I just don't see how.
What do you mean? I can team with anyone.
Yeah,
I'm a very sociable, adaptable, easygoing
Spartan
person.
just complains.
Like, unless you're ninja in that H4 lobby, like, I'm probably fine with you.
Spartan will start up the stream, like, yeah, stream's starting. Then, like, 3 hours later, stream ends. 3.5 hours later, a montage of everything bad that happened on that stream is put into a montage.
And everything good for a tweet that's scheduled for when he goes live in 2 hours. After that, yeah, no, he's online a lot.
It's the grind, though.
I mean, it's either that or be offline.
I teamed with Spartan like 2 times. I liked it. He wasn't. I think he's been up and down in how he was. When he was teaming with me, it was actually perfectly normal.
What was your favorite team?
Brad, and Matt.
I love stories about that tournament.
TJ's talking to me, him, APG, and Formal. We went to one.
H2A.
Bro, we're undefeated. We're 1 for 1.
The broken H2A where you could like see through the walls.
That was
and
a
stuff.
super.
No, you couldn't see the walls. The game just wouldn't start.
Was that the same tournament?
It was bad. There's something wrong with it. Like real wrong.
No, it wasn't like gameplay broken. It was just a lot of other things were broken.
What, H2A?
Yeah, like that tournament. Like Aaron said, we could see through walls. I couldn't see through the walls.
There was something.
Maybe you could. He's still losing. They're getting top 8 out of 8. They're getting the same placing as Elitist and Legion and Gandhi and Maven.
Wait, wasn't
Gandhi and me.
There was something real wrong with the event.
There was 8
what it
teams.
was.
They were somehow roster, and then there was 7 pro teams.
Hell yeah.
We played them round 1.
They were. Huh.
Played them round 1. Yeah.
It was like the Invitational, right?
Yeah.
There was just like 8. It was like pretty long before the Halo MCC actually came out.
No, it was.
It was like no one played
No,
the game
MCC
yet.
came out the Sunday of the tourney.
Oh, really?
Because we all stayed after, and that was
Yeah.
the time with the guy with the sword.
Sword.
Dude, I don't remember what was going on, but
We were like super drunk.
it was just a guy with a sword walking around, and
we
we just were
That
we were
really-
drunk and we thought it was awesome.
Like a real sword or like
an
a
energy sword. It was an energy sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
And
really
we just
was
all
such a fun
started.
team.
We grabbed him, all of us, and we just started yelling sword, and he just started raising. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but MCC just came out, and we were like just thinking about going home or staying like a day or 2 after, and we stayed. And then the game, because we wanted to go home and play because everyone was hyped for it, and then the game did not work at all. So we were like, fucking idiots. Like, thank God we didn't go home because like you couldn't actually play the game.
We used to like randomly find ourselves. Remember when we were like in LA and we just like thought LA was like so cool, and first all we would do would just like wake up, drink, and just
Wake up and be like, LA's cool. And then that's it.
We would wander around with like we would just go from hotel to hotel till they kicked us out. And then
That was us 2 and Brad, and then that TJ was
Yeah,
there.
was
with
it?
us.
APG was
Three and
the king of just milking a free hotel room by just not leaving. Like,
Is that where you got it from? Brad?
dude, well, Brad would
I
put the
know
little
what you're
thing so
talking
the door
about,
doesn't
like that.
shut, and like he would just not leave. But like his card wouldn't work, so like he couldn't shut the door ever. Otherwise, he'd be fucked. But like he just put the thing if we left, and then we just came back and went back in.
We
And
used to do some random shit. Like I remember us just like walking around trying to find another hotel with our rolling
my question is
suitcases.
why didn't we just book 2 nights?
I don't know. That's what I think back, and I'm like, wait.
Same. I always think back, and I'm just like, dude, why didn't we just like I remember booking them online, and we could just choose the dates, like. But we'd do one day and be like, what do we fucking do now?
We'd be like, damn, our time is up here. We gotta find a new place.
It's not even like we're milking for free. We're paying. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's because we would just like, we'd be like, we'll stay 1 more day. 3 more days
Or
go
it'd be
by.
like, are we gonna stay? I don't know. Let's just walk.
God, we're
around.
stupid, dude.
We used to like go to clubs and shit randomly. we would get. I mean, and we were fucking nerds too.
No, but we were
But,
cool.
like,
We were cool
I remember
in our bubble.
Yeah, we had
In our 4-man bubble, we were the coolest.
The club that we'd go to in LA, like that little complex, you took the escalator up
Yeah,
in
that's-
downtown Hollywood
I
or
think that's
whatever.
what I'm thinking
It was
of.
called like what was it called?
OHM?
something? OHM, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where which one of you guys went outside? You're like, I'll be right back, and I was like, you definitely won't be able to get back in. And you're like, oh, fine, I'm fine. And then 30 minutes later, my phone rings. I have 6 missed calls, and it's whoever went outside couldn't get back in, of course. So then we all go out with our genius ideas to get them back in, and none of us can get back in. Like, and then it was just APG in there, and he had no idea where we were.
APG used to get fucking.
Yes.
And like we would always not like have to babysit him, but kind of have to babysit him.
We'd have to like sober up real quick and be like, all right.
I don't know how
is
we
Brad
never
good?
got robbed or like.
We
'cause
probably
would
did.
just be-
I mean, Chunks. Aaron Chunks.
Hey, we used to call Aaron Chunks.
Well, dude, because remember he
Can't
threw
be
his
the
shirt.
only
he
one that threw up in that.
You
night.
you were the only person who threw up, and we had the Uber stop so you could throw your shirt into someone's bushes. What? That's when we called him Chunks. He threw up. I don't know if he threw up in the
Did
Uber.
we even go home after that, or did we just
No.
like go? We went to some.
We went to the
random-
CLG house.
Yeah.
We were on the way back to the CLG
He
house
was
with
just shirtless.
yes. It was
I think
APG's
the funny
shirt.
thing was, yeah, it was APG's
APG's shirt, and he
shirt.
was so pissed. He was like, because Aaron, or he was like, he let Aaron use his shirt, and Brad specifically said, like, do not let anything happen to him. And it's in someone's hedge with just chunks everywhere.
So gross.
Those were definitely my favorite times. I
Yeah,
think,
so
when
this
it
was
like,
number 3 on the
Yeah,
list.
we got
right?
number 3 on the list.
Yeah, this was
little-
about snakebite.
our little like BTH squad, we'd call it, because we would just at every event it'd be us
BTH.
3, APG.
Do you remember the days of the BTH group chat in Scuff House?
Yeah.
It was like
Then it
us.
evolved into that.
Like
Even then, we'd go to events and just
BTH
like,
Twitter,
get fucked
BTH
up.
quotes.
Just like, oh,
We
it's
just,
a
like,
COD
do
event, but
things.
we'll just go.
We just do things. Now, miss me with that. Like, I'm surprised I even came here. You guys caught me at like the best time.
yeah.
Like I would like
Yeah, you were
started
out
face-
walking
no,
around
You
in
started
the sun.
FaceTiming me back, and I was like,
But like I had one drop of dopamine that day, and it hit,
And I-
and it hit right as you called. And I was like, I can call back. And then right after that, I sat in my car and I was like, what the fuck did I just do?
Then you get my text. Everyone good for one? You're like,
Nah,
You're
I had
like-
woke up 10 minutes before that, and I just went, hey man, why does everyone expect so much from me? Like, why am I expected to do so much? She said, to go one place
to go
and do
I
one
thought she
thing,
was-
and I'm
I thought
just
she was
like,
gonna take you here. I thought she was gonna be chilling.
yeah, I kind of thought that too.
she ain't do shit. She ain't gonna do shit. She does. Well, I was gonna say she does less than me, but that's not true.
I want to take advantage of the fact that like one of the best FPF, 2 of the better the best and
2 all right.
pretty good FPS player.
That's insane.
2 of my
So,
friends.
I don't-
Yeah, what are
I kinda
you?
wanna-
Where do you? Where
Where do you stand?
I mean, I'm
Nick
alright.
brings the average. 3 pig shit gamers and Hitch.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk
You probably
about
raise her average,
the
actually.
most like basic shit,
I'm
but I feel like
Onyx.
some of our viewers might enjoy some intel from like the best of the best.
Trust me.
What?
Your viewers have already left their hate comments, shit talked, disliked,
You think so?
and waited for the next episode.
What?
They
What's
do
like
that again, they repeat.
What's like some noob questions I could ask about just like when did you? Why was your team so good? What did you? What? And I know I like can't even
That is a noob question. Thank you.
I can't, and I know why. No, I can't. If this was Snakebite sitting here, he'd be like break down.
Give you some bullshit. The thing is, like, if you those answers are bullshit, guys. Like for all the noobs out there, like, if Nick asks that and someone starts giving you like a real, like, that's not how. No.
TJ is the goofiest.
You think you either got it or you don't?
I mean, you do good or you do bad or you do okay. It depends. I mean, or you could be like winning or nothing, and then it's either you do good or you do bad.
So I want to be like, what did you do to like be so good? And you're
just didn't suck.
Like,
I mean,
I can't like ask these questions.
We just didn't suck. And
what was your?
That's the key. Like, you just don't suck, and like you make sure you don't suck.
I want to get like,
and
I want to get the mentality.
Ideally, like, even if you suck though, like you can pull it together if you just have a little bit of ice. Like, you can be off and like clutch it, and win. That's my specialty.
You ever get nervous? Because I feel like you never seem.
Not really.
Your play style is never panicky, and it's just very super consistent.
When I was filming you guys in Vision, like I filmed you guys lose twice, which is crazy. Props to you. No smoke up your ass.
Why?
But both times you lost, it was really weird how you guys lost. Because I filmed a lot of teams where they would get angry or they would get very sad, and you guys were almost robotic in your losses. But you were also robotic in your wins, except for Royal 2.
Oh, the journey's over.
Either way. Royal 2 was the only one that would celebrate out of all four of them.
He would like,
and he'd go.
Well,
yes.
it's like the second we won. There's like a 1 second window where like he'll do some shit. Like, he'll stand up, he'll bark, or like do, like he is. No, he'll bark. He'll just like hit his chest. You're like, but after that, it's over. Like 1 second.
Yeah. You guys just like kind of just like.
Well, they get mad.
Go back to the lab.
They get mad. They don't show.
What was it like?
I don't really.
Since you guys were winning so much, what would a loss be like? Like, was it ever depressing? You guys just going right back to the lab? You sit down in your hotel room, Snakebite's giving an hour-long.
No, he gives that anyway. Like, win, lose, it doesn't matter. He will be talking about it.
He will be.
Win or loss, you will get a breakdown of everything that could have been better.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the only way I can explain it from my point of view, like, if it sucks, it's just like, well, I'd have preferred to win, but like, no shit, I guess.
I would have preferred to win.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
you just don't like analyzing it so much.
Because there's nothing to analyze.
I feel it. See, but then we got Aaron.
Aaron's
what would you say? Because I feel like you are a big analyzer of Halo, how to get better, what your mindset going into practice. You do breathing. You do.
Like, if I lost a tournament and got second? Like,
no, just like what helped you become a good, consistent Halo player? What was your like mentality going into practice, going into tourneys? Is there anything special you did?
Just to play the game in general, I feel like, and with the team, you kind of just
like tips you'd give to a fucking noob.
Well, you just take your anytime you're doing something wrong, you like ask yourself why. You know what I mean? What happened? What am I doing wrong? Am I not in flow state? Like, am I not, why did I spawn and go here? That's not the right place to go. Like, oh, I just died doing this. Maybe I shouldn't do that anymore type thing. You know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't go over here on this map and do that. Like,
I've never thought any of these things.
And then,
maybe subconsciously, I guess. I feel like it should be subconscious.
Aaron won the Halo 4 Global Champs, which is like Halo 4. We kind of look at it as a joke, but that one event, the Global Champs, where it was
a lot of hype there.
It was a free for all.
God, we were desperate.
One of my favorite tournaments to like ever watch again. Maybe my favorite, because it starts out with a free for all, and then the top 8.
That was so random.
Through the free for all, play a 1v1.
No, like the top 4 in the finals was a free for all. If you got top 4 in the final free for all, that was 1v1s.
Okay.
1 played 4, 2 played 3.
But like people are seeing like
formal.
Wait, so who did you play first in 1v1?
Straight Sick, he got first.
Straight Sick won every free for all in the whole tournament that he played in.
It's so weird how he's
and
the form. Yeah, it was a free for all tournament, but the last free for all finals, they just decided the top 4 are going to do 1v1s. He got first place every heat.
I would have been furious.
Well, they knew that before the event started.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, but like, I mean, someone make him get second in one free for all. Like, my God,
a free for all tournament. I do kind of like the 1v1s.
The 1v1s
I could see it, but it's like, dude, if I'm winning every single one of them, I'm like, really?
Like even watching Cloud in like 2007, he got like top 4 in the free for all. Then he played like Karma or some shit in a 1v1 or like Tuger.
I think that's how a lot of them were, but like
cool to see.
Straight
if you're winning every
like,
free for all, it'd just be so annoying.
He was doing free for alls in Halo 2, like 2005,
And still not losing.
Not,
Yeah, I don't
but he also
understand.
Never
played,
won a
like,
1v1 though.
His competition was like maybe 1 or 2 good players.
4v4.
Yeah.
His competition in those FFAs wasn't like super high. You know what I mean?
But Aaron, you were always like a really good player. But I don't think like
But
people are seeing Formal.
Yeah.
People are seeing Pistola. It's probably Snipe Down.
No, he was.
And
You think Roy
Finals?
mentioned them and we're
Contra.
I mean, there's just certain people are thinking are gonna like.
Yeah, I got it was like 7th or 8th on everyone's predictions.
Yeah.
Even you guys, even your tweets.
even you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, idiots.
I actually had you.
Maybe
I said it. I genuinely didn't expect Ace to be here, so I don't know. I can't predict him.
Aaron makes it to the final 4 1v1s. First you 1v1
Straight sick. I don't even remember the score of that.
It was 5-2 with like 5 minutes left, and then I won.
5-2.
5-2.
With
Dude,
like
I
5
shit on
minutes.
him.
I think straight.
No,
choked, huh?
2-5. Sorry, he was up 5-2, and there's only like 5 minutes left.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
Straight
I-
sick choked. I think he did choke.
Damn.
Started,
Like, he was like,
No, he was
I
too
died. I'm
like,
like,
here's
all
the
right, I
thing,
got to
like,
do something different.
with a
I
couple minutes
switched it
left,
up.
if it's 5-2, clearly it's a pretty slow game.
Yeah,
And he started like chowing like pretty hard, I think.
Yeah, not-
like because
yeah.
how are you dying? Because in that game you
Right.
could just sprint instantly.
Yeah, like,
Shields come
kinda
back.
get
Like that's
away.
why the scores you could just
Run away.
Yeah.
later.
Get a
like,
lead and just
yeah, what are they gonna do?
wasting
Sprint
time.
after you? Like they have to sprint too. They can't shoot. Like
So
you're just right behind
running
them.
around the map.
Y'all are both running.
And then
I'll
who
get
did-
ya.
who did
Halo.
Pistola 1v1 on the other side.
legit. I don't remember the score of
Legit?
that.
It was-
he won by a lot.
I think he won-
Legit would really weirdly pop off at fucking time.
and then not.
And then completely not when I team with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It was
so-
funny because after we played the 1v1, legit and Pistola were playing, and I don't know if they made us, but they just had 2 chairs next to each other. So me and Straight Sick, after we just played, are
Wait,
just sitting
after
next
he
to
lost?
each other backstage, yeah, watching. After he lost, yeah.
Could he not leave? They're like, you
I
have
don't know
to
where
stay.
I don't know what.
literally will not pay
I
you.
just remember that he was sitting next to me for that. And
So you beat Straight Sick, Pistola, the fucking machine beats legit. What's your mindset going into the 1v1 for how much was it? 200 winner gets.
I wasn't thinking about it.
240?
It was 75 for second,
Or-
200 for first. You know, before taxes.
200
200?
grand.
And
So,
third got 15.
but you're going. But you're
Third
going.
fourth got 15 or something.
You're going against Pistola. What's your mindset? Were you like, damn, this is really fucking happening? Because it's
This
not
is
like
free
you,
money.
It's not like you were like winning hella events before, and you were like this top player. Like you were a good
You were just
player,
ace.
but you were just ace.
Yeah,
TV.
you were Elam's brother.
Yeah,
Kyle's
you're
brother.
Elamite's little brother.
That's fucked up.
And
I would
somehow
never
you
say
take
that.
it.
Somehow
I would never say
now he's your
You
big
think
brother.
that's how I thought about myself during that
Well,
time?
this is what we're getting
No,
into.
this is how you do it. We decide.
You made it to the 1v1 finals with Pistola for 200 grand. What's your thoughts going into it?
I was just
The biggest
I mean, I was just
stage
there,
I think Halo has seen since. Or
in the
Halo
moment,
has
just
seen up to that point.
I mean, it was a little bit different of an experience when you put on a headset and it's just like blasting white noise. Before we used to play with white noise, and I mean a lot of white noise. You're just like in your own little mind and your own little world. You know what I mean? Just like in the game
Just
of
with your
Halo.
own thoughts.
Like, that's it.
The
Yeah, with your own
scariest place
thoughts, it's
ever.
like hard. It's like, well, you're just in your own thoughts in your own head, just playing against some person on the other side. You know,
Playing
just
against
stayed in the
Reggie
moment, and I just ended up closing it out. It was super close. Everyone, you know, if you haven't seen it, you should go see it. But yeah,
You had the concussion rifle?
I had the concussion. Yeah. I
See-
don't know how it happened. Like,
Dude, I don't
it
even-
was crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
You probably had that
It's
weapon.
probably
You
the-
probably ended up with that weapon. You're like, all right.
I remember years later at different times I watched it and watched the end. I'm like, damn, I'm getting nervous watching this shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm actually like I was
Well, I
more
get
nervous
dude, I
watching
get way
than
more
I am
nervous watching
playing.
things. That's the only time I get nervous.
Yeah.
Just watching
I-
stuff you already know the outcome of.
Just watching stuff in general. Probably just I don't know.
I kind of feel like that as well.
Like
It's
I
crazy.
get like watching things. That's just like
Yeah.
I feel. I'm like, yep, my heart rate's getting up there.
If you guys have not seen that, you got to go just look up like
Halo 4
Halo
Global.
Global.
Halo 4 Global Championship, you'll find
Yeah,
it.
Halo 4 Global Champs.
There haven't been many.
All
This
damn
was
near
literally
celebrates
machine
for him.
versus human with Pistola versus Ace. It was like David versus Goliath.
I remember
no
he's
People
one
in
thought-
denial.
No one. I don't think anyone thought Ace was gonna win, and he fucking pulled it
He
off.
was
It
he was
fucking
definitely the
insane.
underdog, and at the time, I think everyone watching wanted Pistola to win because
Yeah.
this is when Ola is
Probably
like
like 90%.
the
yeah.
man. Yeah.
I wanted Aaron to win once we got there.
Yeah.
Once the euphoria of how the hell is he here wore off.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Aaron's
Like,
really doing this
hell yeah.
shit.
And Aaron,
It was crazy. And
Ola comes over and like celebrates with you, damn near. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
Ola, I mean,
I thought he was.
we're cool.
Ola.
We're cool.
That kind of pissed me off.
I mean,
Like if that's me, I'm like, fuck,
Dude, I love
slamming
Ola.
shit.
I hope he's doing all right. Have y'all heard from Ola?
No, the
He-
last thing
I don't
I
think he is
heard
doing
was the
all right.
one
He's
tweet,
like a
and then
month
he
ago.
actually he actually just objectively said he's not doing fine. So
Yeah.
your hope is not. Your hope wasn't right.
Well,
unfortunately,
Yeah,
I
he
don't know.
literally disappeared for like since getting dropped from OpTic, and then like tweeted.
It was like
that
recently.
he's not doing all right.
I feel that. I mean,
I'm guessing.
hopefully it gets better.
I mean,
I'm
when
guessing a bunch of people from Halo reached out to him after that, so I'm hoping
Yeah,
because I mean I didn't
mean,
know
people
him.
I feel like
definitely-
people were before.
people love him in the Halo
Yeah.
community, and
I
it's
feel
definitely hard being as good as he was, one of the best to ever do it, and then like you just kind of go into retirement, and I'm sure
There's no gap in between. Like he's just like,
Like,
done.
all you know is
Marcus,
Halo.
Marcus told me a few times that he had talked to him, so
yeah.
I hope that he's been reaching out to him.
Regardless,
piss
whatever's
really
going
bad.
on.
I have to piss too. Can we take a break?
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Well, we got to take a break from the podcast, Flycast, because we got to support those who support us. As usual, this podcast is brought to you by Corduroys. Corduroys is providing the Green Wall with an exclusive discount code as we head into CDL Champs. Now through Sunday, June 18th, use offer code OpTic30 to receive 30% off any and all items at checkout. Corduroys has a wide range of beanbag selections, including beanbags for your pets, which I might need. Got a new puppy. Each beanbag is durable, long-lasting, versatile, easily converting from a chair to a bed, making it perfect for when you need a quick nap during long gaming sessions, like me in 2020 staying up for 3 days. Don't forget to use OpTic30 at checkout to receive 30% off your entire order. Thanks so much, Corduroys. The Flycast podcast is also brought to you by Center CBD sparkling drink, but also they got packets for other stuff, recovery, focus. They got all types of stuff. Check them out. Center offers natural hemp-derived CBD beverages with premium ingredients to help you find clarity and focus in everyday life. Products include CBD sparkling waters, ready-to-mix CBD drink powders, which I've used sometimes after my runs or my workouts. You can even mix those with this. It tastes pretty good. Center is perfect for any time of the day and is focused on providing healthy ways to relax, focus, and find clarity. So take a sip. Take a moment. And find your center. Back to the podcast. Should we keep going down the top 25 list real
I mean,
quick?
we're at 3.
So, Snakebite 3, Pistola 4, Royal 2 5, Snipe Down 6, Roy 7. Would we put Snipe Down over Roy and Lunch?
Yeah.
Washy 8. Lunchbox 9, which I don't.
Like
how do you put?
Just put them together. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, didn't Lunch retire first?
No.
Oh,
Lunchbox has never retired.
See, I don't
That's
know.
the thing. Lunchbox has never announced retirement. Roy retired 4 times.
I don't know if I.
the more you
If
retire,
anything,
the higher
Lunchbox
the list.
low-key should be higher.
I mean, I
He's
guess
a world champion now.
with
Yeah.
It's a ring.
with the time this list came out, they got Frosty at 10, and I don't know if I agree with that.
A lot of people didn't.
Frosty literally got his first win in Halo 5, and then this game, and then this
He has
list
2 now.
came out just like at the end of Halo 5 or
Yeah.
something.
And
It's
he
like,
has
how is
two
he
more
top
sons.
10?
He has 2 more sons. So, I mean,
Now I would put him in. He's just, and then they got
Ogre 1.
Ogre 1 at 11. The motherfucker retired in 2008. I don't know if you can be top 11 retiring in 2008.
Well, some people are pissed, and he should be way higher.
I did notice that a lot of people were upset that he.
A lot of people thought that
I
he
bet
should
Ogre
be
1's
like.
got the same amount of wins as you, and he retired in 2008. That's just how it's like. It doesn't.
He somehow, and he's. I think he's been to more tournaments. I think he's attended more events than me somehow.
Really?
And I've been playing 15 years longer.
Elamite 12, APG 13, Shotzi 14, which is just ridiculous. Shotzi, the skill is there. trust me, he's top 14 skill. If he competed in Halo and kept competing in Halo, he would be there. Like, he's just too fucking good. But for Shotzi to just be on here after playing like 2 seasons of Halo 5.
Yeah.
First season of Halo 5, he didn't do shit.
I mean, there would be
Second
like
season,
a lot
he
of.
started winning. Third season, he started winning. Whatever.
There's
But,
so
like,
many things to
You could pick
factor
apart that
in.
list so hard,
Ace top 60
especially because like the wins that they count on there for a lot of people, like even like a couple for me in general, like they're just so like I guess they won the tournament, but if you think about it, like they're not like in people's minds, like that AGL Pittsburgh tournament you went to with Regicide and
Yeah.
whatever, you lost a Proverb there as well. It was APG sniped down Proverb and someone else, and maybe I don't know who the four was, but that counts as a tournament win.
Yeah.
And it was for, I mean, like you said, you were
If
you were drinking 40s, like, and
like,
it was an
winner
AGL
would get like
Pittsburgh, it was-
$1,200 or something.
Yeah, so like
We didn't
that.
pay for a year.
Yeah, that
If at all.
2
Hey,
years.
no, shout out AGL. They paid, not interest, but I mean,
Not interest.
Heinz 15, Ace 16. I actually didn't know that.
Wait, are you above your brother?
No. His brother is 12, Ace is 16. Is Ace
Look, I see,
16?
you see people raging about where they are, bro. I honestly do not care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I really do not. I mean, I'm happy to have the trophy that they made and they did it, but I really do not care where I am.
Is there ever brother beef?
No.
Okay.
Like, he got higher than me on there.
No.
I'm like, good for him. I hope he was higher. Or, you know, I don't.
Yeah.
T squared 17, strong side 18.
you know, T squared seething. Just T squared is seething hearing that. Just fucking bullshit.
Strong side 18, Karma 19, legit 20.
Wait. First of all, sorry, I keep interrupting. What's Strong Side up to nowadays?
Think it's just-
Traveling in Malaysia or
touring the
something.
world?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
One of his parents passed away and he had to deal with all that. I can't remember. He's been kind of just doing stuff, traveling around.
Yeah.
I remember I saw him like in arrows, like in the Grand Canyon, hiking around. He ran into an old Halo 2 player, Timely's Brute, in the Grand Canyon.
They were in the Grand
shit.
Canyon, in
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere, and they
Yeah.
walked past each other and he went, strong side?
Yeah.
And he's
Isn't that
like,
crazy?
"Yeah, that's me.
What
To be
the
hiking on the
hell?
same day, you know, somewhere so like,
I used to play Halo 2 hardcore with Timeless Brute.
yeah. I saw him
Now
at a
he's
Halo
in the
2
Grand
land.
Canyon.
Yeah, like
I know
lives there.
Strong Side was playing some poker. I know he's in Cincinnati, and that's pretty much. I know.
What's
he
anyone
traveled
up to
around.
nowadays?
Dope.
Victory
Side
X
came to the-
21.
He came to the Scuff House a few times.
I thought about Strong Side recently. He was cool. He should like hang
He's
around
a
more.
cool ass dude.
Yeah, he's like a fucking surfer, happy, hippie-ish dude. McWin 22.
These numbers don't even matter at this point.
Like,
That's the thing. Like,
I think
when-
McWin
no, once you get-
won
once you get,
once in like Halo 5, and that's
No, they won
Did they win a few?
2.
But even still,
Well,
it's like what?
did he win 3?
Is
No, they
Matt
won
on-
2. They
is
won 2.
Matt on this list?
No,
He's
because
not.
Matt won.
Matt just didn't
Matt won
play
it.
long enough. He
Yeah,
played Reach and
that's
some
the
Halo
thing.
4.
Yeah.
That's the thing. All his things are Halo 4, and like they're not. A lot of people don't weight them that heavily, but like for some people they do.
Formal would have been
Like,
like
it says
winning
APG has 10
anyway.
ones on there, and this is like before obviously like his last 3. But I think 4 of them are Halo 4 on that list, which like he doesn't even count them or like consider like I know.
Yeah.
But like if they're counted that heavily, Formal would be on there, but for him they're probably not. Because he would have like 6 or 7, and Rynoob's 25, I know, and Rynoob
Yeah.
has 1 or 2. He has 2 wins.
Rynoob's won?
Won Raleigh 2011 with me, and then he
yeah.
won an H2A tourney. The first event when I
Yeah,
joined
Fear-
EG, like I left, you guys remember? And then the week after I left, there was the first event. I was on EG. I got 3rd, and then we won the next like whatever.
Fear Itself 23, Saiyan 24.
Lucid?
Motherfucker, not Lucid. The reason why Lucid changed his name because there was a Saiyan. There was a guy named Saiyan. He was on Final Boss, sort of part of like the Dynasty.
Dude, you gotta assert yourself. Like that guy's been gone so long. Like, come on, Tommy. Be like, it's my fucking name now.
Yeah, that's my name.
Like, you've been retired so long. Like,
And he's
you're Lucid.
he's number 24, and this motherfucker retired in like 2007.
And he has 20 event wins.
And yeah, and has like 20 event
Yeah,
wins. It's
I
just
mean-
He like retired on top though, right? He got
He
dropped by
did.
first
Oh,
strong
he
side,
retired on
and then-
2nd. Well, then he got like top 32 with Detach, but
I just don't
Oh,
understand.
yeah, I think I beat him at that event.
I don't understand why people
Yeah, you put him in
retire. Why people retire when they like even Pistola, they got like second or third or something. Then he got dropped, and then he just like stops playing. It's like, dude, you could have like kept playing.
Probably a lot of personal reasons.
Probably a lot of factors.
I feel family.
Like Ogre won in 2008, retired.
It's different back
after
then.
his like first non-fucking
It's different
win.
back then, I think, because like
people were getting older and going into college,
and there was no salaries.
Yeah.
Like
Formal always said there's a game outside of the game, and the game is to get on a team. And that takes a lot of effort, and a lot of people don't.
Formal is
bro,
Formal
he's the only one. He's the only one playing that game.
I know that. I know the story's there, but like when Illy got dropped from the COD team,
I'm surprised Matt didn't get on team.
When Illy got dropped from the COD team, it was like I feel like he was good enough to get on another CDL team. He just didn't. It seemed, I don't know if he didn't try or you know what I mean.
I feel like it's different now because like
with
there's
all
salaries and stuff that could like go into because like
buyouts and
because it's like fuck. Even if you want to compete, like if you have a good contract, you don't get scammed. I mean, you're getting paid doing nothing anyway. So it's like, if you're getting paid well and you're gonna take a big pay cut to just go get on a random team or whatever, like instantly, or just wait. I mean, I would chill. I'll collect a paycheck, and if the alternative is to not get one or get way less of one, just to like, I don't know, but. I mean, I guess that is kind of a game outside of a game, but not the same game as
What are y'all going to do when Halo's done? Or when you're done with Halo?
I'm just going to show up to the Flycast.
You're just...
What about like the other...
I'm just going to wander around these offices and be downtown. I'll be right by like...
the Dirk statue?
Yeah, and by the Dirk statue. You'll see me in the Dirk statue. I like the 6th Street Museum.
Just chilling
like by the grassy knoll.
So like no...
I actually do like that.
No,
place.
like career, no ambition to like start a business or get. You should just get jacked.
I'm working on it.
Are you?
No.
Oh.
What pros are
I'm working on it.
What pros are still working for 3for3?
Clutch, Hines.
Hines is still working.
And that's all that matters.
Aries.
Oh yeah, Cleat and Aries. Cleat and fucking Aries.
we got the I don't know what squad that is.
That's a god squad.
They said fuck it.
I know Aaron is. Do you think your Halo career is? I mean, it's just with Halo Infinite,
dude.
It's just so depressing. Not appealing. That it almost makes you think about.
Almost makes you want to do something.
It almost just like makes you think about, all right, what am I going to do after this?
What else is out there?
Aaron, what if
I haven't been on a team getting a salary since October last year. You know what I mean? So
now what's real life looking like for you?
I'm still trying to figure that out mainly, but I do my yoga stuff, and I think I'm going to be a yoga teacher and try to turn that into something more than just, barely getting by with yoga salary, which is like $50 a class, max. So it's like, you only have 1 or 2 a week.
Less
so it's
when
not
I
a lot. It's not a lot, but I don't know, man. I'm trying to.
I bet you your clientele
after Halo
could be big, and especially all your Halo, like all the people that watch Halo, like it's kind of like what we're going through with the Flycast right now. Is like we've just started getting into like running and stuff, and I think I don't know about you, I get like 20 tweets a day that are people are just like, hey, like you guys talk about running all the time, so.
Race me, bro. Like.
I've been like starting to run, or here's my Strava, and I bet you it would be the same thing with you, and be like, yeah, I'm teaching yoga now.
So you're coming across a new crowd of people that are interested in the podcast and stuff.
Or either the
Gamer
old
nerds.
crowd is growing with us,
right?
Type thing.
Yeah, other people who got out of their room and they're like, I also ran.
They're like,
once. I ran once. Like,
getting out of a room is fun.
Yeah.
Me and him went on a 4-mile run yesterday, and I felt really good after.
He kept up. I was surprised.
But I haven't been running a lot this year. I've been doing yoga and lifting and stuff. But yeah, I want to, I've been on that path, on that journey for years now.
You have been seriously getting into yoga. Why did you choose yoga? Because it was just Halo. Now you fucking walk around barefoot.
Well, first of all, walking around barefoot is not connected.
Start with where you're at, because I feel like you have transformed a lot from like true gamer nerd dweeb to like now this like
primordial being,
spiritual essence of a human
I just
walking around with
all
you do is walk around with your shirt off. You
once
do yoga.
You know, I started like getting
drew you into this?
sun. Like I would go on runs with my shirt off. And I'm like, all right, what am I doing? Like, why wouldn't I feel so much better getting 2 hours of sun every day? Like, of course, anytime I'm outside, I'm gonna be shirtless, trying to get more sun on my skin. You know what I mean? I could feel the difference. And then also the same thing with barefoot. Like you walk around without shoes, barefoot, you feel like you can walk further. You feel more comfortable. It's like the massage of hitting your foot on the grass.
You step on a rock or something.
Well, yeah, you got to build it up. But your feet get used to it, and then if you've looked into it, there's all these sorts of studies with grounding and how it like gets rid of inflammation in your body and just makes you feel better.
Speaking of that,
grounds you. Like
I can use ibuprofen.
If you're like too high up in your clouds in your head, it can ground you. It can bring you back down.
Did you get in? I know you've talked about it before. Did you get into because like the gaming world, as we all know, when you're sucked into it like we were, it can be very depressing because you just live your whole life is just like waking up in your place, sitting down at your setup. You don't do anything.
To play the game.
You don't do any real human things. Is that why you like?
Yeah.
Did you have like a mental breakdown one day? Start crying and you're like, I have to change.
It wasn't one day. It was over years. I'm sitting there playing Halo 5. Like everyone scrims at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. You get done scrimming at 11. It's all right. When can I go to the gym?
That shit sucked.
Maybe I can go to the gym after I wake up at 5 p.m. and go to the gym from 6 to 7.
Even
eat dinner.
The time we scrim now is fucking.
Yeah.
It's like 5 Central. No.
Oh, you guys don't do like 3 p.m. scrims and stuff like CDM?
Sometimes. Like
So, yeah,
a rare one.
It's better than what it was.
I was doing scrimming at night, watching Netflix all night, and then like finally going to sleep at like 7
right
or
as
8.
the sun peaked.
I'm like, okay, this is not life. I need to start eating healthy food or something. And like finally one day I made it outside at like 2 p.m. and like I got watching I watched the set of like, this is life. Oh, like, oh my God, I feel
people
way
see
better.
her and they just call the cops.
Yeah,
I think someone just escaped a murder.
Rolling outside.
So obviously your circadian rhythm is important. If you're sleeping all day long, it's gonna mess with you. It's gonna mess with your happiness for sure. So is that? And I was doing yoga also during that time. It would like bring me down. It would calm me down for scrims. It would make me happier in scrims. I wouldn't. I'm sitting here playing the God Squad, getting like 13-0 at every scrim. So like yoga would help doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's your fault.
So
I felt the same way he did during it.
Yoga it really helps you connect with your body and your mind and your stress levels and all that, and just not only that, actually with yoga it helped me in my own internal mind just be able to deal with like life and like deal with my fears, you know what I mean, whatever they were. And that was the only like answer I had, so over time you just improve and just become so much better version of yourself if you are practicing like the asanas, meditation. Because a lot of people just think yoga is just, walking around stretching, like just stretching. Like you can go stretch, do whatever you want. But it's more like, all right, I'm going to control my breath. I'm going to control my awareness of where my body is in space. How much effort am I putting into like my hand reaching out? How much breath control do I have? There's pranayama.
It's
in the beginning at least.
It sounds more fun than anything.
Well, it's like instead of you're like focusing on that instead of just like being lost in your thoughts.
Yeah.
And like these negative thoughts that just pop in your head. Instead of doing that, it's like you actually feel a little focused and you're like focused on something else and not just getting completely lost in thoughts for like an hour class or something.
Right. Yeah, it's so easy. You start out yoga and you're going to be thinking about what am I eating for dinner after this? Why did that person say that to me before this? What is my this person thinking? What are they texting me? Yeah, exactly. And then
who's she fucking?
And then and then you learn to get in the zone during class. You're controlling your breath the whole hour class, and then you're like, damn, I can do crazy stuff I never thought I could do just because I can control my breath during the class, And like you go further in your stretches, and then all of a sudden like you just feel looser when you're walking around. You feel more.
You're 8 foot tall.
Somehow it's like connected to like how levels of stress in your body, like how, just like how much anxiety you're feeling in like that day or that moment, and then, you got like an hour high after a good yoga class, at least. And, it's not like you can just do it once a month and be like, all right, this is helping me. Like you got to stay consistent and then you'll feel benefits. But yeah. There's just so much to it.
Yeah, I just want people to hear that because, like, I mean, we talk about, like, mental health and stuff on here all the time. in knowing you, as long as we've known each other since like 2006 or something, maybe like 2005, and just like I've seen you go through hard times. I mean, we've seen me go through hard times, and just like where you're at now, even though your Halo placings aren't the best, I feel like you are in a much better place than what you used to be.
Way better. And honestly, I feel like I'm like, if my team was serious, I feel like I could be the best player. Like, not the best player, I want to say, but like I feel like I'm still just as good, if not better. You know what I mean? Like that's compare all the things outside of the game and be like, all right, haven't really had a serious team since
but would
the
you
last
blame
2
that
years.
Would you say, because I felt like the season ended, I saw you like go to Mexico for a few weeks. I'm like, dude, all these motherfuckers are doing team changes. Like, Aaron, do you even like in my head?
Like after Worlds last year?
Yeah, I'm like, Aaron. Like,
in my head, I'm like, all right, these guys are all making their team changes, and dude, none of us even have an opportunity to like get on like at that time, I didn't have an opportunity to get on an org.
Well, if it was right after Worlds, you didn't miss anything. I didn't hear a word from anybody. I didn't know. I'm pretty sure I just time skipped to like Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't remember what was going on.
I don't think me going to Mexico or not like would have changed me getting like an option, of salary. Right. Plus, like, the people that are on these teams, they're making their teams, they're 10 years younger than me, like, if not more. It's like, it's kind of hard to find common ground.
They're not even the same age group.
Snipe Down took my spot on the Falcated Boo Boo and Spartan team like 3 years ago before Infinite. Yeah, and he didn't get along with them mainly because of an age gap. I mean, I'm cool with those guys, and like,
wait,
if I was on that team,
he was Renegade. He was with Renegade.
Huh?
It was Renegade, right?
No, Snipe Down.
Yeah.
Snipe Down, Boo Boo, Falcated.
No, Boo Boo wasn't on the team.
No, Renegade was on the Cloud9. I'm talking about me, Boo Boo, like Snipe Down, like.
Yeah, wait, when?
It's like before Infinite when the Orcs were talking to us.
I thought you were talking about like middle of the season. My bad.
So like, if I was teaming with Boo Boo Foul back before then, I believe I would.
That's my team.
I would have been getting top 6, top 8, like no doubt, like at least. You know what I mean? And also, being on that kind of team would have helped my motivation to play better. It's like try harder. You know what I mean?
I kind of feel what you say about like you feel like you like, even though like Nick said your placings haven't been like the best or whatever in this game, like hasn't been like the most successful thing for you, like you don't feel like personally like at a deficit or anything,
a lesser player.
No. And I've said this to like 3 people in the last few months randomly. I don't know why I'm talking to people, but but this game especially, it feels like, kind of goes back to the thing Aaron said, where like he feels like there's just nothing you can do some spawns, and like I feel like this game is heavily like a product of your environment. That's the only way I can put it. Like,
exactly, yeah.
Like, players can go from being like looking like amazing to looking like fucking dog shit, and it's not because the player's dog shit. Like,
there's 10 sandbox weapons are going against. You're just dying to sandbox.
Say, like, the majority of the time, it's like the vibe and like the cohesion of the team at the time will directly reflect like at least for me personally, like how I'm playing, like, and how it shows up and how I feel. And it's just, this game it didn't feel like that in like other Halos as much. It kind of just felt like on my own thing, like, and like if we're all shitting and all doing our in our like own space, doing things well, like that's what a team is. In this game, it's like it's just out of your control. Like, it's in your control, obviously, as like a unit, like a team.
But you can like stat and look good if you wanted to and still lose by like 10.
This game is the most irrelevant stats in any Halo, any Halo game ever. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
People talk to numbers and stats in this game. Well,
people have been talking your numbers.
My numbers are always the same. Sometimes they're a little worse. Sometimes they're a little better.
I would say people will talk about your numbers more in Halo Infinite than previous.
Maybe. I don't think people remember
Halo. In this Halo,
I don't think people remember Halo 5.
You're trapped. Because you can sprint on the map, you can just be trapped by numbers, and you literally do not have an opportunity to get a kill. Yeah. Like, you had the ball, you had to play it, or like whatever. Like, if you like on every team I've been on, I've been getting like 50-60% of the ball time, if not more. So that's like literally another player's portion of ball time plus mine. So I should like, that person, when I was getting that ball time, had the opportunity to get 2 kills. You know what I mean? So it's like, that stat is not being reflected, and 2,000 and how much X amount of damage. You know what I mean? While I'm holding the ball. So it's
this
like,
game is just super weird in general. Where like, it's a lot of like holding, like and containing people, and if you're the guy containing
that doesn't have
like
a
somewhere
weapon
on the map, like you're not even like doing anything, but like you are doing something because like you control that presence in that space while your team is like pinching them or something, and like you might not even get anything out of it.
Right.
But if you don't do that, they get like
they would push the other way,
and then like you're getting spawn killed, and then you're still not getting anything out of that. Actually,
Do you think you still got it? You coming back for the top spot?
Yeah, maybe, I guess. I mean, the tournaments happen, and then whatever happens, happens.
So it's you, Spartan.
Boo Boo Foul.
Yeah, I like that team.
Yeah, no, I think
I like Boo Boo and Foul. I think Falcated's fucking. I feel like he should have been placing good.
No, I mean, like even the last couple events, like been whatever, but I don't really blame myself or anybody like individually, because I said this to Collect because I think Collect's insane, like how good he is, and we got like top 8 or whatever. It was like me, Spartan, Nick, King Nick, and Collect. We got like top 8 at Charlotte, whatever. We honestly did. That's kind of like I expected us to get like that or like top 6 or something, but like dude, I don't know. Apparently we lost game 5 against Native White. We were up like 46-39, I guess, and then it said we lost. I don't know. I thought it was over, but
at least you went up 5.
Yeah, like.
5 maps.
Wait, I actually watched that on Streets.
Yeah, I actually
we
were up 46-39, and I changed my thing to Lethal 3-2 because I was like, we won, and then we lost. I had to change it back, but
I saw that game. That was
Native White, but then they got top 4. So like, I said to Nick, I was like, dude, we really should have won that Native White series, and if we would have got top 4, this would have been we would have got the worst top 4 placing of all top 4 teams like ever. Like no one's ever got 4th with just like a shittier team, just with how we were leading up to the event. Like we're just like so fucking average.
Really?
Just to think we were that close to like getting 4th, like I low-key like lost respect for 4th place placings. I was like, that shit was bad.
Really?
Like,
because I would see your team like I every time I've played Collect, I'm like, dude, this guy's fucking good.
Well, I told him he was the first person I said
like,
about the product of the environment. I was like, we're just making a change because we're shitty, and like I mean like. We're just like pretty average. Like as a team, we all knew it, and we just like made a change randomly for Suspector. Didn't work, but I mean, it's either we be average or we be average. So I mean, we just made a change. So
do you blame anything? Do you blame the environment or the game or anything?
Oh, the game in 343 is on
the like breakup of the dynasty or?
Oh no, that's not the game and shit. That's just them. That's just what they wanted to do. I don't know. I don't really think about them. They don't occupy any space in my head.
Yeah.
Maybe
there's nothing actually in my head at all times.
But maybe my last question, I'm gonna make it a good one.
That's just
was Monsker cheating?
Wait. Okay.
I like
we
Chance.
We actually never talked about this, but I heard Matt say something like, "No, this guy might be fucking cheating." But I don't know who he was talking
Chance.
about.
He was talking about Monsker.
I don't know who.
Here's the thing.
Like what, the HQ you heard him?
Yeah, at the HQ. And they were talking about someone.
Yeah, because they're getting bodied by Skur.
I think
1v4.
let's define the actual verb cheating.
Was he
or
walling?
Cheated before.
Oh,
like in the game, like 1 time or 2 times, 3 times. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing: he cheated
like,
before, and H1Z like
he cheated. One, he won an H1Z1 tournament on land.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking good. 2.
I know why
he cheated. Like
I know why he cheated.
I think he cheated in a pub while he was like playing with a girl.
I was this close to cheating in H1Z1 too.
He cheated to impress a girl in H1, and I'll never forget that.
Like it's not like he was. It's not like he was known. This like it wasn't. It's not like people knew his Twitter.
I was H1Z1 because those people who would speak in Chinese and wear the red shirts, and they would just team up in the solos, and they would
You can't.
And they're cheating against me. I swear to God, they would kill me some nights, and I'd just be like,
what's the website?
I'd literally Google just like best H1Z1 aim hacks, and I'm just like hovering over it. Like, I have the zip file. I'm trying to unzip it. Like,
so yeah, he has admitted to doing that. But it was like, dude, it's just pubs.
So
like Halo was sort of done at that moment.
Can you give me the full story? It was just one online event where
people suspected him like 3 or 4 months into the game on like a random open like online event where like they randomly
and it wasn't one online
top
thing.
16
it was like
team.
this whole all the qualifiers leading up
every
to like,
online event.
Basically this year, like
he's got like a second, a third, a fourth, top 6,
and these were with 3 different teams. He joins random teams, like not high tier teams, but like okay teams. they just overperform like crazy, and then he's off the team randomly, and then gets on another team, and they're like, then they get top 2, and it's like, what's going on here? Is he the GOAT?
like-
Is he the GOAT?
Is he the
Like,
GOAT?
is he number 1
But then we
on the
get,
The
list?
internet is just insane.
but then we get to events.
Here's the thing. There's 2 options. He's
because
either
I saw
blatantly
a-
cheating and doesn't care, and then because he knew that 343 isn't going to do anything. So shout out to that if that was what he did. Or he's just like,
Props.
and you know Chance, he's just like,
He's a head case.
and he's like, he definitely gets anxious. I mean, who the hell doesn't? But like he's just like
He's a nervous guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You sound like an anxiety,
And-
like kind of disorder.
And all I'm
right?
gonna say,
Something like
yeah,
that.
and all
right?
I'm gonna say is like, he definitely like that happens to him. In general, it happens to him like his whole Halo career. Just like you can tell, like he gets like a little amped up, like overheats like at tournaments. But like, if you add into the fact that everybody's watching you and like thinks you're cheating, so like everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be paying attention to you. On top of that, like
You're at the scoreboard. You're 4-9. You're like, fuck, I'm Nate 5, and the game's like not even halfway.
You're even
through.
more
Yup,
checked
yup.
I know people are talking
you're
about.
peaking, and then that's happening, and like your heart rate's 300. Like, yeah, you're gonna make some shitty plays.
Yeah. So we don't think he's cheating, and Halo
I'm
Infinite.
50-50. He could, or he's just
I think
a
he
nervous
I
wreck
think
and got
he-
super anxious, and it sucks for him.
I think
but
he probably
don't know.
cheated that first event and maybe one other time in the next 6 months after that. But like in the last
Dude,
6
there's
months,
no way.
I don't think he cheated.
I don't think.
I don't think he'd be stupid enough to cheat after everyone's already calling you a cheater. You know what I mean?
That's when I'd cheat.
But you could have cheated before that.
That's when,
At that point,
that's
it's
when
like
you
at that
double
point,
down.
it's like you thought that was cheating. I'll show you cheating. yeah,
I'm getting top
wasn't
2
even
with my high
trying,
school
bro.
friends.
Like,
Like I've just even in like Halo 3 2020, sometimes like I'm playing matchmaking with him, like Skur can like go off, but then it's like we get into Queen 8s
and he's just
where
shit.
and like we put up money and like him and Queen are betting like $100
and
for
she's
the
just
series.
fucking running his
And we're
pockets.
just and I purposely like want on the other team besides him just because
You're like, I'll bet anything.
It's just so funny to me, like trying to just like piss on him, and he would just like
He lets it happen sometimes.
in tournaments, like or like I don't know, it'd be a best of 5 and money 8, and it's just like he would just sometimes just shit the sheets, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I think he's just, I don't think he's cheating. I really want him to prove himself because like a lot of us love Chance. Like his personality is funny.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it's
he's-
fun. It's
he's
funny
a
to like
dope
hang
dude.
out with.
And he's like objectively like good, like and can be good at the game, like
Yeah.
because he's
like-
randomly done it, but like at the same time he's also shown
Then it's
in
like
Queen Eights, like
he'll turn the stream on, and it's just like he tries so hard, I think, to act like he doesn't care, but it's like
Yeah.
everyone just bound in his chat
Yeah.
talking shit, and it's just I know he's playing worse.
no, you can tell like he.
because I've
I
played
mean, either
I've
care or
played
you don't
worse
care.
when people
Either-
are watching
either care or
at
you don't
times.
care. You can't act like you don't care,
Yeah,
and like
No,
it gets you
full
like
of
it gets
passion.
yeah.
He's a very passionate,
I-
anxious guy.
Hysteria said it too. Is like some people can play amazing in their room some days, and then show up
A
with
lot of
everybody else
people can.
around you and watching, and then you're just in your
It's a
head.
whole
You're in
different
your
thing.
head, and you literally can't even kill anybody.
Can't
so,
think, so you can't
Yeah.
play.
I mean, there was
Yeah.
just
so you
always
can't aim,
people like
so you
that,
can't
like-
win, so you can't play.
I remember like Halo 4 aptitude shit on us for like a week in scrims, and then we go to like that Pittsburgh event and
Hammered as
just, like, 3-0
fuck, like-
3-0 them, and it's just like super easy, and it's just like, dude, like where do
Yeah.
some of these players go? There's just always been some of those players, but I don't know. I'm rooting for you, Skur. I
I'm
don't know
rooting
if-
for him
I don't-
too.
I don't know if you'll see this, but
Don't hack though. I'm not rooting for you if you hack. I don't think he's hacking.
at this
though.
point,
It's on Halo Infinite, whatever.
it's Halo.
They're not gonna
And
get you.
It's like I feel like the only he when I found out he hacked it or cheated in a pub in H1, I was like, damn it. And then he was like, I found out he did it to impress a girl, and I was like,
Hell yeah!
all right,
You're like,
makes sense.
Daps up.
Respect.
Respect.
It's just
Shotzi
kind of
dap.
like as a guy, like that kind of trumps as a gamer.
you're like, damn.
Like,
He
I
wanted.
get
He
it.
wanted it.
I get it. I would never take steroids unless like I knew a girl. Was
At least he
watching.
didn't cheat.
I wouldn't take steroids for other dudes.
At least he didn't cheat in a competitive for money situation, where like these other COD kids.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he won a
Dude,
land. Like
COD kids are. Those people just cheat. And they're just like, yeah,
no, COD,
later.
no, the COD guys don't like the COD league play. They don't. They
Yeah.
have no shame. They don't care.
And they'll like
tell you-
they'll
they'll
kill
be-
someone and be like, shit on. Like
They'll tell
literally
you-
seeing him coming
Dude,
across the
every
wall.
time you see a person get exposed on like the timeline for cheating, like you check their bio and it's some shit like, no ego, stay humble. It's like, it's like It's like, I hope you don't have one. You're blatantly cheating.
There was some
Andrew
like
Tate quote.
some Halo player just got exposed when he was AFK.
Yeah, skulls.
Yeah,
and he was getting
something.
aim assist, like full tracking aim assist from
Completely
small door to
across-
elbow on live fire.
Yeah.
Like he was AFK, and then people are elbow, like where his crosshair would be, and it's just fully tracking him
And
while
then
he's
like
AFK. And
you
it's
go
just
in
like,
his bio, it's like proud father, man of God, and it's just like
proud father, man of God, blatant fucking cheater.
yeah, like, it's just so gamers.
Damn, bro.
Gamers are just so.
Hey,
weird
if you were
sometimes.
broke, maybe you could cheat. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
you had to
yeah. But if
survive.
you're broke and you're
I'm broke, I'm
winning
broke. Why am I on
matchmaking
Halo?
games,
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I'm
not talking
broke,
about-
why am I playing
I'm not
Halo
talking about
Infinite?
matchmaking. Yeah.
If I'm broke and playing Halo Infinite, don't message me. I'm not
I
doing
might
well.
play in the next open off
like-
stream and cheat.
I want to know you
Content.
guys' opinion. Whenever the Halo BR comes out,
Not going.
All right, so we're talking hypotheticals.
who's gonna take off from the Halo community?
Whoever I argue with.
Are you with Nick? We need another
Nick.
headliner.
Nick's fine.
I just don't
Nick
know.
don't need my arguments.
I don't know if I got
You don't
what
have
it
the
takes
passion.
to like be good.
Imagine Shotzi
Just
just.
Yeah, but like, you don't have
Wait.
you don't have to be that good. You just have to cheat. Like, and don't have OBS.
I think Monsker could blow up in
Dude,
a BR.
Probably. He loves
Halo
BRs too,
BR.
and they'll sit there and grind it.
I don't know.
Or
Whoever
unless maybe
whoever's in the right
Ninja just comes
headspace at the
back.
time will blow up.
Yeah.
Whoever cares, which
Not
not,
even-
many
not
people
even-
fucking care anymore.
Not even that, because like I can't explain it. Because like I always say I don't care in response to like everything, but like I don't not care.
You
I just don't
definitely
care. I
your
care.
Your king act like I don't care, but you care.
Well,
You
I
care
care,
the
but I don't
most, don't
care.
you?
I wonder what his private
Thoughts?
conversations are with a van. He's probably
Nothing.
He's like cradling you.
he's
no,
just like
she's
he's
the crazy one.
he's like in 2009. If I would have hit one more BXR shot back,
No, she
Pink.
just. I can't remember a lot of weird shit like that randomly, but I don't know. I tell her I don't want to talk about Halo. She'll randomly start talking about Halo. I go, I don't speak about that game.
I don't
Like,
speak Halo.
Yeah, I don't. I've
one-
moved on from that point in my life.
What are your plans?
as I'm
for the-
going,
Your
as I'm driving to the
arguments-
office to scrim, like
You spoke about it with Ninja and other people in those arguments, and then you stopped. Sniped down a Ninja. That was your.
yeah,
Snipe
because I
down.
said what I
Snipe
needed
down will
to.
be
you got
back.
so much backlash.
Well, I said what I needed to.
All your passion.
You guys are
died.
fucking stupid,
In Halo 4 lobbies. All your passion died.
dude.
Bring back Halo 4.
When did
We'll get real
when did your
lethal again.
passion die?
I never had it. Name a second in my
Dude,
life
I
that you
don't-
can remember. I've always been. That might have been the most passionate thing I've ever said.
The
Me
Halo
saying
4?
I've never been.
You're so passionate about not being passionate.
Dude, yeah, I'm not fucking passionate.
I
dude.
have one story that I want to hear from you guys because it includes all of you, and Nick's told this to me a couple times. I want to hear the Cold Stone story from both of you guys' perspective.
Bro, I didn't go.
From Ace's
I'm just the one that
I wanna
made them
hear-
go.
I want to hear Ace's perspective of going to Cold Stone because Nick, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, put him in retirement.
Just Nick blames his basically entire Halo career on one Cold Stone Creamery in not Stonebriar. What's
I
it
don't
called?
think
I think it was
No, Stonebriar's
that's
here.
I forget.
it was in that
Some
mall.
mall,
It was in
Woodfield,
that mall,
Woodfield.
Naperville or whatever. it's
Woodfield, yeah.
called. Woodfield, yeah. We just got tempted by the ice cream, like most
So
of
first
us
off,
did.
Halo 5. No, Halo 5
I don't
starts
think that
off.
relates to
Halo 5 starts off. We have some shit teams not doing good.
Yeah.
Eventually, we form a team.
The
What
most
was it? Me. I think
misfits.
Flame Sword retires, and we get like naded.
Naded,
And we're like,
straight
dude, this
six.
guy's fucking nasty at this. Straight Sick's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
We formed me, Ace, naded, and Straight Sick.
Y'all are beating everyone in scrims.
Yeah, we were beating
Everybody but
everyone,
one.
but we haven't played them
you
yet. They
haven't
were the
played
best.
And this
CLG.
is when it was like,
And they were the best
literally,
team.
It was like every team was getting 13-0, like 12-1.
Do you remember
If
the
we're
article?
bored, it's 11-2.
Do you remember the article that came out? There was an article that came out right before you guys had even played that was the top 10.
From who? Dexerto?
It was a top 10 Halo teams in the game. And it was
So that was like a
CLG
power ranking thing?
It was CLG first and then OpTic second. Even though you guys hadn't played
Y'all hadn't qualified for it.
you haven't played a
I mean, we were
tournament?
just
Nope.
winning in
Y'all were
scrims.
just-
and
I mean,
felt
and
nice.
the only thing to go
I
off
was
of was
hitting my
online
peak.
because there was like a couple months, like
Yeah.
of a gap, like because it was like Worlds and the next LAN wasn't until.
Did we?
Well, there was that
LAN
qualification
together?
LAN they did, like at
Did
PAX.
that team stay together?
It was like 3 months
Did we go to an event together?
No.
I don't remember.
because the Cold Stone thing happened.
So, yeah, and
You
then
guys didn't make it that far.
we set up a scrim with them, and then
This was just a normal day for us. I didn't realize it was this big fucking thing.
Yeah, right. Bullshit.
No, like no. We knew that.
you guys
No.
woke up that morning.
Well,
Snakebite.
this.
I know
I
Snakebite.
PJ.
was-
well,
I've asked him.
no. Once we got to that point, yeah, but like when we scheduled it, it was just
okay,
scheduled,
okay.
and like
like Snakebite
apparently
trying to pound
in the
us.
week or two like leading up to that, like they had beat everybody, and they did. I mean, fuck,
remember
put them in the dirt.
Formal was in Nick's room saying, "Don't play them. Play everyone else and keep."
He said
playing."
there's a
Probably
third
shouldn't.
game,
But
and it's
don't-
there's a game inside of the game. There's a third game inside of the game, and once you beat the second
he
game and
was
you get on a
right.
team, you don't play the
play
third
them.
game.
He
You
was
just
right.
don't play the third one.
He was right. And then, so yeah,
It blew
We
up
were
into this
just-
whole like it was literally a pay per view. Like
It was.
It turned
It was
into a
the
pay
most
per view.
hype-
like I don't think we scrimmed.
It's the most
till-
hype Halo Scrim series
For
that
no
I've
fucking
ever-
reason. For no reason.
I've ever seen.
For literally no reason.
So the scrim probably wasn't until like 7 or 8 or something, and like we're bored during
the
the day.
prelims just happened.
We wake up, we go to the mall for some fucking reason, and then like as we're leaving the mall, we see a Cold Stone. We're like, damn, that'd be
Snakebite's
good.
working back there.
We're like, we
Poisons the
don't-
shit.
Like we don't really want to chalk ourselves.
Puts
but,
laxatives
like,
in there. Like
we don't really want to chalk ourselves, but fuck it, get some ice cream.
it's not gonna chalk.
Like we
It's not gonna
were,
chalk,
we were
it's
just like
ice
high,
cream.
we're on cloud 9. Like we're just feeling good. Get our ice cream.
Like what did
come
you
back.
order that's gonna chalk?
I mean,
you?
it's just like a big cup like that, just filled.
it's just ice cream.
But so we eat it, and then I'm just
It's over from there.
and then I'm just like, I don't really feel that good. Like this probably
Was
wasn't
it
a good
just
idea.
Nick or was it
before
you
this.
two?
I think it was Aaron
No,
as
but-
well.
I was there.
I knew you were there, but
It
were
was
you?
just us two. Yeah.
But were you feeling bad? Were your
yeah.
stomach? Oh, so something was. in
You ever
the ice
ate
cream.
four big scoops of ice cream? Like
Ice
3 or
cream? Did
4?
you guys eat? You just are
on
back
top
there.
of food, on top of like eating normal food too? Like I don't know. It's not.
I
It's
just
not really a
pictured
good
them
recipe
both
to go
like-
I
play
remember
Halo
just like
Sports.
not
I'm in Australia.
not
at the
feeling
time.
good, and then it starts off, and we can't get nothing going.
Getting
it's like
fuck-
1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, and at this time we're like, this is fucking like I'm
It
not
was
playing
not
that.
close.
I'm
Not a single
playing that
game was
good.
competitive.
5-0, 6-0, 7-0. I'm like, they're gonna try. They're trying so hard to just like 12-0 us or whatever the fuck it is
Yeah.
right now.
I
And I
remember-
think that's what happened.
I was like, PJ, you're a psycho. And he was like, no, I knew going into that series that I would not be happy with anything other than 13-0.
Dude,
I was
get a
like,
grip.
dude, you need help.
Get a grip.
You need
But
a-
at the same time, like
Then
in the
afterwards,
moment,
we were just
I
blaming Cold
bet
Stone.
I was like, yeah, let's pound them.
Yeah,
because
y'all
like
were probably all like
not
that.
at their expense, but like you know whose expense.
But after that
Twitter
scrim,
and Twitch,
Twitter,
like
yeah.
y'all are shit talking us. I'm not just existing,
Oh,
and
you're
they're
trying-
just like green
the
wall,
OpTic
fuck
fan-
yeah. It's just like
yeah, I get that.
it's just like guys,
we're just
I'm just chilling, like, and
we-
now I'm going to not be chilling because I'm going to pummel them.
I'm in Australia at the time, and so Matt and I are always talking about it. And then Matt checks his phone and goes, "Dude," and I was like, "What? What was the series?" Because we were ready for it, and he goes, "Dude, they lost 13-0." And I was like, "Damn it,
bro." And
man."
ever since, and like after that, we'd be like, "Dude, shouldn't have ate that fucking Cold Stone." And then it became like a meme.
but like
Stone.
low key,
And then
it
that
might have been a thing.
It might
that-
have been. Real.
I don't see how.
They
That-
defend it to this day.
that
Well, Aaron, I don't know
ruined-
if Aaron does, but Nick does.
I mean, Cold Stone or not, just that scrim alone, getting thrashed like that ruined our team because we had.
Nathan retired like 2 days later.
He didn't retire 2 days later because
It
we
wasn't
had
that long
multiple
ago.
weeks. We
but
had
it was-
multiple
yeah.
weeks of bad scrims
Yeah.
and bad like. Maybe
retired the next
online
pay-per-view.
tourney. Me and Nate had started hating each other.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had some bad texts back and forth.
Nick showed me a clip of Nated calling out, and he was going top blue, one shot, one top.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Like
That's-
even
that's
like
a
I
little
remember going to a
monotone.
tournament and me and Nate like not being on the best terms. Like he texted me one time. He was like, "I'm gonna be honest. I just don't think you're that good." And I'm like, and I'm
This is
texting-
last week. This is last week. He just randomly.
and it
got the
was
text.
like fair. Like I felt like there was a while I could not go positive in a scrim. Like the game just felt hard.
yeah.
And it was just like
the
we
yips.
started losing every scrim. No one's giving their full. Nated's getting tilted.
Yeah.
Like he's in one shot. Nice.
Product of your environment.
Oh, me over here.
yeah, that
And
yeah.
you're just like,
And I'm just like, dude, this is like,
Dude,
I,
Nick said,
I'm like, I fucking. Then we like get to the event. I'm going like, 11-9 and we're losing, and I'm just like, I fucking knew it. In my head, I'm like, fucking, of course.
You're just like,
fucking,
honestly,
let me down at the fucking
after
turn.
game 1, he goes 11-9. Nate goes 10-11. Nick goes, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think you're that fucking good.
in my head, I'm just like, I fucking hate this fucking team.
If I'm not good, what are you, huh?
But Nate would be randomly amazing. But then, like, once we lost that scrim, it was just downhill for the entire squad. Never recovered.
Watching you guys play before that scrim, it was like insane. Nated and
like,
Straight Stick were
Nated
both incredible.
Yeah.
Product of your environment. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, morale and momentum goes a long way. You know, like even if you're just like watching your teammate on death cam and you're like, this kid sucks, or like he's dying it. You know what I mean? Like
that's Aaron's POV.
I don't do that. I'm just saying.
Super
like,
CC.
If you're out in the
CC's watching this right now.
No. I never.
Hey guys, we're gonna watch the Flycast on stream.
I never do that. I exaggerated, but like if you're just like, you know, you're tilting, then like someone else is tilting, you're giving bad call outs, like it just creates a snowball effect, and then you start losing. Like no one's playing.
I mean, it was
Halo
like
anymore. That's why scrims online have been so like hit or miss in terms of practice.
Certain teams just work well with, like, when it was me, Cloud, Demon D, and then we had Clutch, who it's like people didn't see him as that good, but it was like for some reason when he was with us three and like I get a double kill and he's like, nice, Nick. Like, it just makes me like
that. That was the equivalent of him getting a triple kill.
Yeah,
like that's how much it helped.
Like,
that's how much it helped you guys.
Yeah, for some reason, him being on the team made me play better. Like everyone just felt more
Gave
comfortable.
you like
He
aimbot
was
for
good
the
at
next sniper you
communicating.
shot. Like you're gonna hit it.
That's
all
why
because
like
of
the personalities on a team matter. You know what I mean? Like some of this, I'm not gonna. I feel like some people in Halo haven't like played a sport. You know what I mean? And like don't know how to function on a team. So
What do you mean they
like
play Halo?
Besides Halo,
Esports.
you know what I mean? So like that kind of camaraderie and everything on a team matters. You know, and just like the chemistry of how people are, how they talk outside of if they even were to communicate. If we're in the same room outside of the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff matters in putting a team together. You know what I mean?
Like
Snakebite and Royal 2
team.
wouldn't be the same if they weren't within 2 years of age. You know what I mean? Like they probably wouldn't have lasted that long in terms of like being that. You know, like it all matters.
Like I don't necessarily
like,
look at
in
this
the game.
OpTic team like they're the best, but it's like inside of game and outside of game, they're like really good friends. Their chemistry is really good. They don't argue. I think they all just have like really high Halo IQs. So it's not necessarily their skill.
They're gonna tilt, but it's not gonna break them. You know what I mean? They obviously
there's a
tilt, but it's not
difference in
gonna
that.
break.
It's like a deeper level. It's like
right.
I don't know. It's like it's like the difference between like if you're sad or you're depressed. Like there's like one is like an emotion and one is like a whole
you're not
like
coming
a whole
back.
other thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not coming back in the series or whatever.
Yeah. Like even like there's gonna be like random times like that where like shit doesn't go well, but like that's just surface level thing. Like if it's not deeper than that, like fuck, you know how many times in 6 years my team had some shit like surface level or whatever, like, but it was irrelevant.
Bro, like
until it wasn't.
When Ace was teaming with those girls for a little bit.
Bro, Miss LaCar was your guys' hard carry.
I mean, I would hear how Ace is communicating. I'm like, Ace is fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, but not.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
But like, I'm like, but like,
but it's not that
you
like,
were
you're
not
bad.
being the same Ace that would be like playing
you're
to
not,
try
you're
to
not
win.
The ace that is
I
good.
also
You were just a
knew
different
that
ace.
we had a cap of like top 24.
Exactly.
No matter how good I played.
So you're a top
like,
24 player, not ace. You're just
Yeah, you weren't being
whatever your gamer tag would be if you were a top 24 player.
because of your because of
Like, he just didn't
what
see
you
the same
knew your
you.
team was like. You
which
just
is fine. It's
weren't-
not your fault because like you literally can't change that. I mean,
But it was like your
there's a
environment
lot of
made
factors.
you
Yeah.
not
Yes.
the ace that everyone.
Your
knew.
environment definitely matters. Yes.
I think
like,
this game is
I'm-
like 90% environment. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Like at a point, like if you're just not good enough and you don't know what the fuck's going on, you're just not good enough. You don't know
But
what
dude,
the
there's
fuck's
so
going
many
on, but, like,
times you spawn and you just can't do it. You have a BR
Yeah.
and they have like a snipe and freaking sword and shotgun and stalker rifle. And you're like, okay.
Like
You know what I
this
mean?
game
Like,
is oppressive. That's how I put it. Like it can be very oppressive. Like
Like right now, it's SSG, FaZe, and OpTic. It sort of just seems like they're on another level. But I'm waiting for someone to form the right team.
Quadrant.
Yeah,
pretty good.
and I think Quadrant was a good example of like I bet something about them just.
This is
works.
what I mean.
I'm
Like
waiting
about
for
this
someone
is
to
what
just,
I'm
like,
saying
get
about
in the
like
top 3 and
stats
upset
in this
them.
game are super weird and like irrelevant because there was a stat that came out. There's a stat to disprove the stats actually. So there's one stat that matters.
There's a stat that proves stats.
This stat
don't
proved
work.
that stats are fucking irrelevant. So it was like players that improved, like all the players that improved like their KDs and like or KADs like from tournament to tournament, and all 4 players from Quadrant were like the top 4 players improved KDs, and it's not because they just fucking got like they like individually are better, like their team is better, they are playing better, they're doing better, everybody's doing better. Like their stats are better because they are better as a team. They're not better because this guy stopped fucking sucking. Like I don't know.
That makes sense.
And it's like it was a big difference. Like,
dude, the play styles
like,
of the
if you're not winning and rolling, like you're not.
You need similar play styles on a team. Like
I think this game's pacing. I think this game's
pacing.
pacing is the most important in-game thing, and then out of game, it's like I don't know. It's just kind of like environment vibes and shit. Weirdly, which is I would never say that in any other Halo.
Yeah, it's
like,
more
I don't
about
have
pacing
vibes.
than it
I
is
don't
about.
vibe. I mean,
it's so much about pacing, with like the map and how quick you can get to places after a kill. With the sandbox on the map, just pretty much automatically gets you kills. You know what I mean? It's just so snowbally. It's just
Who's y'all's top 3 in this game?
No one. The game's fucking basic. It's all environment.
I mean,
like, not no one, but like
you're not gonna
Monster?
say Lucid.
Monster.
You're not gonna say like
Nated and mellow HCS.
you're not gonna say like a Lucid, Renegade, Frosty, or like Lucid, Royal 2.
I feel like people are
formal.
Put them top 3, right? The first.
No.
Lucid, Renegade, Frosty. Is there someone you think's really good that like people aren't really?
I mean, the people I think are
everyone
really
talks
good.
about
Like
Lucid,
people
Renegade.
think they're really good, but like I don't know like what people's like top 3 would be. Like, I mean, fuck. Like I think like Eco is fucking.
Really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's just fucking good. Like at everything he does, like it's not. He's not doing the
'Cause
shit that he's not doing the shit that Bound and Renegade are doing, but like he
Not
doesn't
at
need. He
all.
doesn't need to
Yeah.
because he's standing there like with his BR already like doing
Eco's
something
a
else. He's
weird
doing something
player.
else completely that's like just as good.
I don't know if I've like not seen enough Eco POV, but like I just don't.
Just go watch him.
I don't
just
see
go watch,
him
go
as
watch
like
the
that skilled, but he
all I'll
when
say
tourneys,
is,
it's like
the type of
he
shit
would
that he
just be
pulls off
good.
and like he consistently does. Like he's not stupid.
Yeah.
Like that's the key.
That's how
he's
to be
the
good
one
at
guy
Halo.
who's not stupid.
not everybody can like get the sniper.
Just go watch the
and,
last
you know what I
game,
mean? Like,
SSG versus OpTic Winners Finals. Like the shit that he did to win that game was just like, and that was like a highlight play of his, and it was still like not even in the top 10 plays that they released. Like,
Yeah.
and it was literally just him like perfect like awareness, like jiggle peeking Lucid, like on Lucid, and like the way he jiggled, like
Eco's
he was
everything
one
I
shot. Like he
should've
literally
been.
could have got shot with.
Eco's everything.
Wow.
Eco's like the me that figured it the fuck out.
See, when you were playing, you said you wanted to be Royal 2, though.
And that is how you knew he didn't have it figured out.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to be Royal 2,
You can't just be Royal
if
too.
you want to be Royal 2, like you have
Eco
a
is-
harder road in front of you because you need 3 teammates now. And if you're gonna be Royal 2, like you got to find 3 people that are gonna do the other
Yeah,
shit.
I shouldn't
like,
have tried to be Royal too.
No, like Matt's good and does everything, but like that's a weird. Like you can't start with having a Royal 2. Like you can't just have a Royal 2 and be like, this is what will work around here. You gotta have all the other parts there.
Aaron, who do you like? Who's your favorite
Infinite?
Halo Infinite player?
Who's my favorite Halo pro?
Me.
I mean,
Yourself.
Lucid with power weapons, I would say is the best.
Without
power
fucking
weapons.
terrible, but with them, pretty good.
No.
I forgot there was a weird fucking.
I think
OpTic
Stellar.
top
I think
speed.
Wait.
Stellar overall is good.
I'm
at
not on
Infinite.
top.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
There's no beef with me.
I'm saying at the beginning of the year.
Oh, you got beef with Lucid?
Well, that was when Ola was on. The
If I
team.
have beef with anyone, I forfeit. They can take the win.
Well, surprise, Lucid is actually.
we brought out Luke.
Speaking of him, we have a special guest,
They just
and
start,
he's been saying words about you.
start fighting. I'm just like,
No, the beginning of the year, well, that's because I don't know.
There was like some Pistola beef.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
Ola.
I
It
don't
was
know.
it was mostly.
I don't have a
Ola.
single good memory about this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Snakebite's got beef.
Snakebite.
beef with
Let's get
everyone.
Snakebite on. Let's get PJ on.
He would fucking.
I would love.
Ramble.
If
If people want to see another Halo sort of edition, which
That's a different.
You don't have to want to. It just might happen.
have to want to, 'cause you're gonna watch
guess
anyway,
and-
all right?
That the Flycast Halo episodes are kind of like the Joe Rogan MMA episodes, where it's like
the good
a lot
ones.
of people are
low
just
key
like,
the good ones, but
yeah.
everyone's just like, I'm
people that
fucking
love
do this
MMA
shit.
love that shit. But
Yeah.
like, I only watch him to watch alien shit.
Yeah.
So like, I don't care who's
But-
beating up someone.
Final words, Aaron.
I'm just gonna say, like, the whole, like, look at Snipe Down on teaming with Boo Boo and Fallon Bound. Like, oh, they are good on paper, but they were not.
They were- yeah.
Like in products of their environment, products of the
You would think
chemistry,
that team would
products
be
of like
really
who has
good.
power weapons. It's like this game is so like being on the same.
Even like speaking from my
wavelength,
experience,
like,
this game, like with my fucking team from last year, like there was a lot of weird shit going on. Like just out at like it wasn't the same
right.
out of game.
Wasn't
like,
the same God Squad that you were part of, like out of
I mean,
game.
the same.
like-
The names are the same. I mean, we were
Yeah.
like fine. We were good, but like it was just different. Like there's some shit.
Different, like
Like
out
what?
of game,
Like,
or
Yeah,
game?
yeah. I mean, it was kind of weird. I don't know.
the environment,
The environment
wasn't
changed.
the.
It's fucking pig shit. Yeah, I did not like it. Did not enjoy it.
Why
but-
do you why do you think that was?
I'm not gonna get into that here.
Uh,
That's for the
And-
paid
but
episode.
it's just like-
that's for the paid episode on
Patreon.
But it's
Patreon
just-
or Floatplane. Or
but it just
whatever.
like kind of proves like something like that will just like completely.
yeah. I mean,
Like for example, my team
Change the
environment,
team.
all of Infinite was. I mean, I'll take responsibility for some of it, but like some of it is just out of your control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just cannot. It's like getting 4 people to like get along.
you have to
that
commit
are
to
all
like the
way
same
different
thing
ages
and like
and
buy
everything.
into it.
Yeah, you got to buy into like a system and like work together and like talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have that, then you're just kind of like imagine like street
I feel
basketball.
like this game. I feel like this
recruiting
game
random
is less
people,
like you just play Halo. Like you can just play Halo, and more of like a whole like thing, like a whole like playbook and fucking like you
Yeah.
gotta like commit to the same system and do the same like.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Also not fun.
Yeah.
Also not.
That's what we've
Yeah.
learned
too
from this.
think that
sand,
was
But
too
I don't know.
sandboxy.
I don't like blame anybody else for like all the shit like last year. Like, I'm not saying like I'm perfect or anything, but like, and I don't know. I always take equal blame for every situation. I always take 25% of the blame if it's 4 people. So, but
It's evenly distributed, 25,
Yeah.
25.
even if it's not,
No, yeah, I get that.
even if it's not,
All right. Well,
All right, that was episode 80 of the Flycast with the
Hell yeah.
3 best Halo players of all time.
we're looking
and
for
also
one.
Nick is here.
Yep.
So yeah, the 4 of us will be teaming at the next Dallas minor.
because we got good chemistry. Like
guys just
this
have to-
environment.
You guys have to teach me the maps and
Dude,
guns.
this environment, we
I
low key
don't
would
even
be,
know
we
this
would,
shit.
we would actually be pretty good.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Oh wait, this is sponsored by Corduroys and
Corduroys
Center.
and center.
And hopefully in the next one it'll be sponsored by Cold Stone Creamery.
Nope, never.
They're gonna reach
Bye.
out. Hey, cease and desist. Don't ever slander our name again. We don't put laxatives in our ice cream. Actually.
Done, right?